wrong screen. Hold on. I mean, welcome everyone. Welcome to my humble stream. Coming to you live from the swamp. Hello everyone. Oh wait, I never let people know that I'm live on the Twitter. Hold on. And on Discord. Wow, scuff right at the beginning because I thought I was prepared, but I was not prepared. But hold on. we are live, but we are not live. I mean, we are live, but I am not ready fully. Oh my god, why am I the way I am? Okay, hold on. I forgot to let people know. I didn't prepare all of my social media things as well as I should have. There we go. Hello, Ninja Spy. Welcome to the stream. Okay, but we are live from the swamp. Everyone, today we have a very important guest with us who goes by the name of Cowabrenga, aka Frogman, who has joined us today for some good old conspiracy talks. Okay, Cowabrenga, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Cowabrenga. You can call me Brenga or Frogman if you want.
Yeah.
Today I emerged from my home in the swamp because I'm ready to talk about what's really going on. The truth.
Oh my god, the truth. Wild. Alrighty, hold on. I need to chat. I need to adjust chat here because chat is not the size it should be. Oh, this is... Oh god, what am I doing? Okay, well, I think chat is just gonna be extra tiny today. I hope you guys don't mind. Okay. So, alrighty everyone, now that we have introduced ourselves, I just want to preface by saying that this stream will not be serious, like, at all. We're just gonna be talking about some good old conspiracy talks. It's just gonna be, like, some of them will be, like, full of evidence, others will not be as full of evidence. You know, like, random stuff like that. And we're just gonna be talking about them however we want to, basically. So basically just don't take it too seriously, okay? Let's go, Bigfoot!
Let's go!
Yeah, let's go! Also, welcome to the stream, Tiny Baby Man. I love saying that username. Okay. So, that being said, don't be afraid to comment on your own theories or react to anything that we are gonna be talking about. The stream is just some silly conspiracy talks, and this is gonna be kind of more of a podcasty scene, so if you guys want, you can play this in the background while you're chilling. Make sure you guys get comfy, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, because we are gonna be talking for a good long while today, so hopefully this stream will provide some entertainment for you tonight. So,
yeah.
With that being said, let us begin our first conspiracy theory topic. A topic led by yours truly, Cowabrenga! Woo! Do you want to introduce?
Let's get into the juice.
The juice.
You know?
Okay, right. What are we gonna be talking about first?
So, this first topic is about the children's TV show Bluey, which you may or may not have heard of.
Bluey!
So the show Bluey, it's a pretty simple show. It's a cute show. I like to watch it in my free time when I'm in the swamp underwater.
Yeah! I finally managed to watch it the other day.
Oh, really? What did you think?
What did I think? Very cute. Definitely very cute show.
It is cute. It's definitely for little kids, but what can I say?
We're gonna be talking about it today.
Basically, in the show Bluey, you have the main character, Bluey. She's a little blue heeler dog.
Right.
Her little sister, Bingo, and the two parents, Bandit and Chili, the mom and dad.
Right.
So, what the juice of Bluey is there's an episode. It's a season 2 episode, so it's pretty far into the show.
Okay.
It's called The Show.
The Show?
And
that's it? Just The
yes.
Show?
the episode title is called The Show.
Oh my god, riveting.
The episode titles are normally pretty simple. But
makes sense.
So in this episode, the premise is that Bluey and Bingo are putting on like a little play, like a little backyard play for their parents.
Right.
And the play is about how their two parents met each other. And it's really funny and cute for the most part.
Oh.
But the main, like the conflict in the episode is that Bingo, the little sibling,
okay.
She's kind of having a hard time because she feels like she's not putting on the play right. She's really sad about it.
Oh my.
And everyone's trying to encourage her and be like, no, you're doing it.
Yeah, you're doing great, sweetie, type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so it gets to a part in the episode where they're reenacting their parents' meeting, where Chili, the mom, who is being played by Bingo, the little sibling, she gets pregnant with the first child, Bluey. Is what it's supposed to be. So she puts a balloon under her little t-shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the balloon is blue to represent Bluey. And it's like, oh, like I get it. I get the joke kind of moment from the parents.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of silly because she's a little toddler with a balloon under her shirt pretending to be pregnant.
Yeah.
And so she starts like bouncing the belly off of her sibling Bluey. You know, like they're just bumping into each other because it's a balloon and it's bouncy.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my god, this is like bumper cars.
Exactly.
with balloons.
But then the balloon pops. And everyone's like, and there's actually, in this moment, when the balloon pops, it's kind of shocking because it's a popping balloon, but it seems like Bandit, the dad, actually is comforting Chili, the mom, a little bit in that moment. Like he reaches for her hand. And it's like, it's like, wait,
so what? So like, what do you think that means?
So,
why did they react to the balloon pop in that way?
So this disturbing little reaction, it leads many to believe, actually, that this might represent Chili's first pregnancy before Bluey was born, actually being a miscarriage, unfortunately.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously.
From this little children's show.
Exactly. You wouldn't expect it from a show like this. A miscarriage, like, metaphor.
Right.
You know? So...
my god. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, from here, it's like, wait, like, how can you be sure? How can you be so sure that something like that would be in a kid's show? Well, there's much evidence.
Oh, okay. Tell me, share your receipts. Tell me everything.
No receipts.
No receipts.
So, first of all, in a season 3 episode, so this is much after this incident in the Bluey timeline, I guess.
The Bluey timeline.
Chili is seen to actually have a biological sister, which was hinted at in some family pictures in the background. But this time she actually is like showing up, and we've never seen her before.
Ooh.
And the kids are asking stuff like, why don't we ever see Aunt Brandy? Like, why does she never come around?
Right.
And they don't really get an answer, because right at that moment she comes to the door, Aunt Brandy is there.
Oh, they're like, where's she at? And then she appears.
Exactly. No, because like they knew she was coming, so they were asking.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we ever see her?
Oh, I see. I thought it was just like a random thing where she like just shows up. She's like, hello, surprise.
Okay, but Chili's sister Brandy, she just is there for a family visit. She brings gifts for the kids.
Right.
She brings onesies that they like to wear, and Bluey is like, the cheetah one, is the cheetah one mine? And Aunt Brandy is like, oh no, the zebra one's yours. I thought your favorite animal was zebras. And Bluey was like, my favorite animal was zebras when I was like 4. Because she's supposed to be like 7.
Right.
And so it's like, oh, she like doesn't remember anything about her nieces because it's been so long since she's seen them.
Oh.
And so Bluey puts on the cheetah onesie meant for Bingo anyway, and it's too small. And Bingo's wearing the zebra onesie, and it's too big because they're meant to switch.
Oh. Right.
And Bluey's kind of sad about this. She's like, oh, can you... it's such a little kid moment, like very accurate, where she's like, can you call the shop and return it? Give me a cheetah one. And the mom's like, Bluey, don't be rude. She got this for you.
Right.
And she's like, it's just not meant to be, you know, trying to help her child cope with the fact that, like, just, you know, you have the zebra onesie that fits, you know? That's what's meant to be. So, you know, they switch and they're wearing the onesies that are the right size.
Okay.
And, you know, like, during this kind of kerfuffle, Aunt Brandy's like, oh, maybe I should just go. I'll just leave. And Chili, the mom, her sister, is like, no, please stay. And anyway, a little later, they're playing pretend in their onesies, like they're animals. And Aunt Brandy is playing with them.
Okay.
And while... Oh, sorry. I was just getting a call for a sec.
No, it's okay.
While Chili and Bluey, they run off as part of the game.
Uh-huh.
And Bluey asks for a moment, why does Aunt Brandy never visit? And yeah, Chili says something to the effect of like, well, you know how like the onesies, they don't really like the cheetah one doesn't fit you, so it's just not meant to be. You're just not meant to wear the cheetah one.
Oh, yes.
She's like, Aunt Brandy wants something really bad, but she just can't have it because it's just not meant to be. And it shows while she's saying this.
Wait.
While she's saying this, it's showing a shot of Aunt Brandy and Bingo playing. And like Bingo runs off and runs away from Aunt Brandy.
Right.
Just as part of the game. And like Aunt Brandy has this really sad look on her face. Like as Bingo's running away. And it's also worth mentioning that Bluey is a blue healer. And so she looks like her dad Bandit.
The species of Doge.
Yes, but Chili and Bingo are red healers. And Aunt Brandy is a red healer, so Bingo actually looks a lot like Brandy.
Right. My god,
yeah.
Wait, so does this... What you're saying with this that's been happening on, is that their like aunt is struggling to like have children or something?
Yep. Yeah, it's very heavily and I think obviously implied that Aunt Brandy is having infertility issues and she just can't have children. So it pains her. Oh my god. It pains her to the point of barely visiting her nieces because they're just a constant reminder of a family that she can't have.
Oh wait, that's so sad.
It's pretty sad.
That's so sad.
It is pretty crazy that it's mentioned in a kids show.
Yeah.
It's like they handle it in a way that explains to kids pretty decently, I think. But so this kind of shows that like maybe there's genetically infertility issues in the family. You know? So it's like maybe like going back to the balloon popping miscarriage kind of theory.
Right.
You know, like it's not very far-fetched to think that, yeah, maybe Chili's first pregnancy was a miscarriage, unfortunately. And this would make Bluey a rainbow baby, which is what people call a child, like the first child born after somebody has a miscarriage.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, that people call Bluey rainbow baby, which is very interesting. But very, very clear, I think, lines connecting this theory, you know?
Mm-hmm. I can see it. I see it. You're explaining it super well. I can see it for sure.
Absolutely. So the creators actually kind of seem to confirm this in a podcast that they did, like the showrunner, the main showrunner.
Right.
Yeah, you mentioned this in a podcast, like this kind of theory. And so it's like, oh, they are aware of this kind of thing.
Wait. So, like, kind of confirming that it's true.
Yeah. And so it's like...
What? So, like, it's
So
an
it's
actual, true theory.
Like a conspiracy. Like, they planned this from the beginning.
Oh my god. It's been planned!
Yes. But yeah, that's the Bluey theory.
Wow. So, everyone, it's not just a children's show. It also has some pretty heavy topics in it that it's trying to teach in the way that it can.
Yep, you could definitely miss it if you were just casually watching, but
yeah,
really, there's some deep stuff
going on behind the scenes. Do you know of any other things that like people have talked about with Bluey?
That's like the biggest one, but you know, people have theories about like because like, okay, there's an episode where Bluey is like a little baby. It's like a flashback to when Chili first had Bluey, and Bluey's a baby, and Bluey's learning to walk, right?
Right.
And she takes her first steps because she's like crawling. You know, it's like because they're dogs, it's kind of supposed to be a clear line between, oh, they're just like humans except they look like dogs for the most part.
Yeah.
So it's like she's doing baby stuff like crawling and sliding and dragging herself before she walks.
Oh, yes.
And then when she takes her first steps, it's like a human baby, you know, she's walking on her 2 feet.
2 little feet.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, yeah, it's like kind of a moment. It's a really emotional episode, honestly. It made me cry, I won't lie.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah. It's like, just because it's so touching. But later, they have a little cousin on the dad's side. Her name is Socks.
Socks?
And
that's cute.
Yes. So Socks is shown to be running around on 4 legs like a puppy. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's like, what are the lines here? Like, so when babies in this world, when they grow up, do they like learn to walk on 2 legs or 4 legs?
Right, because
it seems a little contradicting.
Yeah, because you'd think like, you know, even though they're supposed to look like humans, they're still like animals technically. They're still like doggies. Are there other animals besides dogs in this show?
No, dogs are pretty much like humans, where they're like the only species that like talks and communicates.
Oh, okay.
And
so
there are other animals in the show, but they act like regular animals in our world.
Ooh.
Except there is one episode where there's a talking horse, except that is because it's from the kids' storytelling imagination point of view.
Oh, so it's not like
the horse just starts talking
horses. Okay.
No.
Interesting.
But yeah,
so
it's really
they're all little doggies, and some learn to walk on 2, while others learn to walk on 4. So then
that could be one theory, but it's a lot of people theorize that maybe Socks is just wild and crazy and weird or something.
Oh,
or
like not like the other doggies in this world.
He's not like other girls.
Not like other girls.
Or maybe some people even theorize that maybe she has a disability, but
okay.
But the thing is, when Socks gets a little bit older, she is seen walking on 2 legs.
Okay.
So the 4 legs thing is like, it seems like just like a learning to walk kind of thing.
Right. Oh, someone in chat said that it
is like Pokemon.
It's kind of like Pokemon, when some are completely sentient and capable of speech, while others are used to make hamburgers. Wait, what Pokemon is used to make a hamburger? What?
I remember hearing about like there was one there was one Pokemon where was it Magikarp where they're like they taste really good fried, and I'm like,
Oh my god! Hey yo, my fave
Don't
mother
cry.
Hello, Kay! Welcome to the stream!
Chikorita.
Chikorita?
Chikorita.
No! Wait, I didn't know this. What the heck?
Yes, it's a very disturbing part of the Pokemon universe.
What? I'm in shock, actually.
But
Also,
But yeah.
Kay, can you tell me how the audio levels are doing? I forgot to check beforehand. Wait. Milk Tank and probably Taros? Oh man. I didn't know about this. I mean, it makes sense because like the Pokemon are like the Pokemon, but also it's kind of like I can't imagine eating a Pokemon. I feel like I feel too bad.
Imagine you fry a Pikachu. Oh
my god!
I don't.
I don't think I would be able to.
I mean,
like, oh god.
As a frog, I eat only bugs. That's the only meat I eat.
You think bugs are pretty tasty?
Yeah, delicious. Just a little salt, a little swamp water. Slays the day.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, sorry. So you were saying about the whole
Oh yes, sucks.
Bluey, like that little child's being a little bit different.
Yeah. So it's just really interesting. Maybe because you could say if you're not a Bluey truther like me, if you're ignorant like that, you could say, oh, it's just a kids show. They weren't thinking about it that hard. Well, I say nay. There's a reason behind everything. You can't just dismiss my mind-blowing theories with
Exactly.
that.
That's true. That's very true. Wait, but being vegan and Pokemon would be impossible. Even the plants are sentient. My
It's true.
holy crap! That's crazy.
It would be impossible to eat anything in Pokemon.
Yeah, I feel like because like everything's almost alive, you're like, oh, what do I do? I guess you just don't think about it too hard, and then you'll be fine.
Yes. But yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. So everyone, there's more behind. Wait, there's more than meets the eye with Bluey, the show. Oh my
For
gosh.
sure.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add, or should we move on to our next topic? What do you think?
Let's move on to our next topic.
Oh my god, alrighty, it's my turn. Just give me a second. Just give me a second, because I don't actually remember what I was going to talk about first. Oh, okay. So, basically, hold on, let me change the conversation topic. Hold on.
Let's see.
Because we're no longer on Bluey. You guys know what we're talking about next? Bigfoot. Now I know what you guys are gonna say. Bigfoot is not a conspiracy theory. Bigfoot is a cryptid. But no, guys, you don't understand. I do have a conspiracy theory about Bigfoot. All right.
What?
But before I dive in to that, what I'm gonna be talking about is just a little bit of the known facts, according to Bigfoot enthusiasts, have told to the world. The little bit of research that I have done. Okay. So.
Yes.
According to some trusted sources that I have researched, they say
Absolutely.
that Bigfoot could be an extraterrestrial being, meaning
No way.
that it's not from this world. That the reason why it's spread far and wide and we only see it occasionally is because it's an alien that has more advanced technology than we do. So they could just teleport, you know? Something like that. You believe it?
You know, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Person that is not Maelo, how are you being referred to on this stream? Oh, we got Frogman or Cowabrenga or Brenga.
Yeah, you can call me Frogman, Cowabrenga, or just Brenga.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Interdimensional Bigfoot, exactly. Bigfoot does not stay within the realm of our Earth, you know, or at least that's what some people say.
Whoa.
This is only a some people type of thing. That doesn't mean this is the only theory surrounding Bigfoot's origin. Other people say that. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, but this is the truth.
This is the truth! Only talking about the truth here, obviously. Actually, hold on. Let me pin this in chat just in case anyone drops by and think we're actually being serious.
Oh my.
This is not a serious stream. We are going to be talking out of our butts.
Yes.
So sit down, relax, relax,
Yeah.
and have fun. Alright, let me send that in and let me pin this. Just in case anyone gets the wrong idea.
Yes.
And they're like, what are you talking about? As an actual Bigfoot enthusiast. You are wrong! Or something like that, I don't know.
That would be so silly.
It would be. It would be silly hours. Alrighty. So, as I was saying, some people think that Bigfoot isn't actually an alien race. You joke, but people would. I know, that's why I'm pinning that comment. That's why I'm pinning that comment. Because
Surely
I know.
you jest.
Surely you jest. But some people will be like, no, I'm being dead serious. I'll be like,
For real.
okay, man.
Can never be too careful.
Exactly. Anyway, so some people think that Bigfoot is a race that's related to humans, but is closer to primates. So kind of like how chimpanzees are related to us, like closely related, but they're like a different species, you know?
Whoa.
A different species. So some people think that in that same branch where the chimpanzees and humans diverged, Bigfoot also was a part of those branches, and so it creates a third branch where the Bigfoot species has been created.
No way.
Yeah. So that's what some people believe. Like, it's just like Bigfoot's related to us, and it's like a primate-like species that we haven't really like researched, you know? That like we haven't fully come in contact with because they're so elusive. There's such a small amount of them alive in this world that we don't know much about them. But they look like super similar to us. Like if you really think about it, like.
Do you think they're purposefully hiding from humans?
Purposely hiding? Maybe. Maybe they're like smarter than chimps. And so because they're smarter than chimps, they can like they've noticed that we I mean, not me, I'm a wood elf and you're a frogman.
Yeah.
But like some humans, you know, some humans might be like, oh no. Bigfoot.
Yeah, I mean, me personally,
big scary
as a
bad. We must get rid of it, so that's why it's being elusive.
That makes sense. You know, me personally as a frog, I wouldn't want humans to know about me. You know, I'm a frog man actually. I'm a cryptid myself.
Yeah,
I'm
you
frog
are.
man.
You're a cryptid on today's stream.
Yeah.
Also audio's fine, but I can keep hearing your Discord notice. Oh. Y'all need to shut up. Hold on. It's probably the SMP. Hold on. Notification settings. Only at messages. Let me do that. Okay. A rude ape, if you will. I love references only for me. What are you referencing? Maybe I might know. You never know. I've been alive for a hot minute. I've been around. I've been around for a second.
But Bigfoot. So do you think
Drawfee, so you don't? Oh, I see. I've seen a few videos of Drawfees, but not too many. Anyways, continuing onwards. Because people think that Bigfoot is like this kind of like primate-like species. Some say that or at least like from the videos that I've researched, some have had like video footage that they think is small baby Bigfoots climbing trees. But they think that's like what they do to kind of like hide, kind of like how baby bears can hide in trees, but like adult bears can't. So like no one has seen an adult Bigfoot in a tree.
Whoa.
So people think that they have like children and they have them like hide in the tree whenever danger approaches. Which I think is kind of whack. I mean, it would make sense like if they have the ability to like climb trees, why wouldn't they?
Oh yeah.
You know, like why wouldn't they use that as a way to
It
hide?
You could even say it might connect to how they could be hiding from humans as a species.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're hiding their babies up the tree on purpose. Or like maybe babies just have that instinct to climb.
Yeah. They just know. They're like, oh, I see something dangerous, something a little bit spooky, maybe a little bit weird. I'm gonna be climbing that tree. That type of thing.
I would do the same, if I'm honest.
I mean, same, honestly. I've climbed a few trees.
If I saw something a little bit spooky, a little bit weird, yeah, I'm going up a tree.
Yeah. Who wouldn't? I feel like that's just the way to go. Especially if you live out in the wilds. Where there's lots of dangerous things.
Absolutely. I agree with this theory wholeheartedly. What else does it entail?
So, if we stick with the whole Bigfoot is like a primate species, similar to humans theory, and not the alien theory, you know, there's a lot more like evidence for like them being primates than aliens, if I'm being honest. From what I've seen, maybe there's a lot to the other theory than I know, but like this is what I've seen. So, because Bigfoot shows up in so many locations, especially in the US, you know, shows up in so many locations in so many different like states and stuff like that, people have said that the Bigfoot is like a transient species, that they are kind of like nomads, where they just don't have like any specific location that's their home, and so they like travel, and that's why we see them like all over the place. That's why we get sightings like on opposite ends of the country, you know?
That's crazy.
You think that would make sense? Like why? That's why they show up in so many different places?
Yeah, I mean, like, absolutely. It's just crazy to learn that they like don't have a home.
Yeah.
Because they're so evolved in their minds. They know to just travel.
Yeah. They're just like all the, like, you know how like deers or like birds fly to a new place to like get new resources and new food and stuff. I think that's what they're doing. They like travel because once an area starts like being too small for them, like maybe they grow, or like their pack, their like family, I don't know. I'm assuming they travel around in families or something. They like grow too big, and so they're like, oh, we can't stay here anymore. So they move to a different place where there's like more food, more space, more hiding spots. I don't know. I think.
Wow.
If that's what they're doing, you know, that's why they're like just all over the place. They be traveling.
I think so.
Because they need the stuffs, you know, to survive.
As we do, as most living things do.
Exactly. You know, I think pretty smart. Not staying in one place. Yeah. Just you get to travel. You get to see a lot of different places. Find new foods or something.
If I could travel for a living, I totally would.
I think it'd be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. I got a couple more things too. So, some people have had actual recordings of Bigfoot, like how they sound like. And let me tell you, after hearing some of these recordings, sounds kind of crazy. They like, I don't understand any of it, obviously, because like I don't speak Bigfoot. Okay, how would you say Bigfoot? Bigfootese? How would you call
language?
the Bigfoot language? I don't know how else to say it. But they have like
Bigfootish.
big footage. Big footage, yes.
Yes.
So, they have kind of like a guttural sounding way of speaking. You can clearly hear that they're saying kind of like words or something. But like, I don't know, I don't understand, so I don't know what exactly they're saying, but there is like a difference. It's not just all like the same thing, you know, kind of how like birds kind of saying the same tune over and over.
Whoa.
They don't have that. It sounds different. Like a lot of it sounds different.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They have a language.
And according to some language experts, they say that Bigfoot has a really wide vocal range, reaching levels that even humans, the leading language species, doesn't have. Can you believe that?
What?
That's kind of crazy.
That is impressive.
Right? It's like, when I was listening to some of those recordings, they went like super low, they went super high. I was like, how do you do that? How do you have the vocal capacity to do that without like destroying your vocal cords?
Absolutely. Like they also must be like professional singers probably. Huh? They put on a little Bigfoot concert for their
Oh my
Bigfoot
god.
friends.
Wait, what if? What if some of those things that they were saying wasn't even just them talking? They were just belting their little selves out in the forest, just telling a silly tune. They're like, listen to my song. And that's what it is, and we don't realize it.
That makes sense. That's the truth. Nobody wants to admit the truth is that Bigfoot as a species, they're just singers.
Oh, is that what we're going with? There's just singers?
I believe it.
Oh my god. Oh wait, are we talking about the Syria? Wait, what? Syria camp tapes? Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Those tapes. I forgot what they were called. Thank you very much, Tiny Baby Man, for letting me know. But yes, those are the recordings I was talking about. Sounds kind of wild. Like if you know, you know how they sound like. It could be singing. You never know. That's like kind of crazy to think about. Like maybe that was like their mating ritual or something. Yeah, those are freaky. Yeah, they're loud. They're super loud, and they go on for like a hot minute too. Maybe I should have like prepared some of the recordings beforehand, but I don't know if those were stream safe, so I didn't think about it.
Wow.
Maybe they're not as stealth masters as we think they are, because we've cut their recordings, obviously.
Well, I mean, to know that they're here, that they're like alive and an actual species, we had to have some evidence, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
We still haven't caught any, like, humans. I mean, still haven't caught any of them, like, alive. That we know of. You know?
Yeah, that
so
we know
I
of.
think they're still being pretty sneaky. We don't have, like, super conclusive evidence that they're around.
Sure.
You know?
For sure.
Okay, so now that I've talked about some of the facts that people think about this Bigfoot, I'm gonna share with you my conspiracy theory about Bigfoot, okay? Are you guys ready?
Ooh. I just got chills. I'm so ready.
Oh my god, not the chills. Yes, so hold on, let me look for a song that's a little bit quieter.
Set the mood.
A little bit chiller. Hold on. Wait, I'm clicking through like 3 different things. I know I've already played this song, but I'm playing it again. Okay. So I think that Bigfoot. Oh wait. Actually, I interviewed someone a while back, and they told me that Bigfoot, that their relative, came in contact with Bigfoot actually a while back.
Whoa.
And the thing that they knew, that they like noticed about Bigfoot, is that Bigfoot is actually quite stinky. Like smells bad, man. Just smells bad.
No way. So this intelligent species that has a very complex language doesn't like to take baths?
I mean, apparently. So like,
Dang.
after I heard that, I was like, wait a second. That's kind of weird. Like, why do they stink so much? I mean, usually wild animals tend to stink, so maybe that's like the case. But if it's like that much, like enough stinkiness for it to spread across several feet, and
Oh yeah.
you know, like it's not like that person that I talked to was standing super close to them, like pretty far away, and they could
Wow.
still smell the stinkiness. So, this is what I think is happening here. Bigfoot, the Bigfoot society, okay, the Bigfoot species. They are a part of a secret society called the Secret Smelly Organization.
No way.
What they're trying to do, okay, is make the entire planet stink.
I do not believe this.
They're trying. Yeah, you have to.
I'm
though.
in shock. Utter
You have to though.
disbelief.
This is the truth about the Bigfoot
The
species.
truth. I mean, you have this first-hand account.
I do. I have real evidence, you guys. Real evidence
Seriously.
that Bigfoot is stinky. And the smell was like sulfur. You know, like hot spring smells? Some of the hot spring smells that we have, it smells like sulfur, so that's like pretty bad. That's like rotten eggs. No one likes the smell of rotten eggs.
Definitely not me.
So basically what I'm thinking is that they're using this stink attack to like take over the planet. They're like trying to drive us out, and so that's why like more and more we've been seeing more sightings of them. Can you believe it?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. This is like shattering my worldview.
I
This
know.
is changing my life.
When I found out about this, I was like, man, that's crazy. I think humans are doing a good enough job on that already. It's what, stinking up the world? I mean, you're not wrong. Humans have been doing some pretty terrible things to the world.
That's true. That's true.
Every day that I
Maybe
learned
Bigfoot
something
is
new.
reclaiming it.
Bigfoot reclaiming it? Oh, do you think that instead of trying to like take over the planet just so that they can be the ruling species, they're doing it to save the world?
They could be. They could be only trying to drive the human species out.
Oh my
the stinky smell.
god. Wait, that's kind of crazy.
That is insane.
It's called global boiling now for a reason. I mean, yep.
Global boiling.
Yep.
Oh, that's true. That's sadly true.
That is sadly true. Yeah. So, anyways, continuing forward. This is why, instead of reject modernity, embrace Bigfoot. Alright, this is the message I'm trying to spread, everyone. You're right, Kay. Embrace
Yes.
Bigfoot. Let us join in their cause.
Absolutely.
To drive out the human species. Woo! For all intents and purposes, this is a joke. This is a joke, everyone. In case YouTube comes by this video at some point and they're like, what are you talking about? What sort of like thing are you trying to do? I promise this is all a joke.
Yes.
But yes, embrace Bigfoot. So, yeah, this is what I think they're doing. They're just going around and they're trying to spread their stinkiness to drive out the leading species, humans. So that they can reclaim the world and bring peace to everyone. I'm taking this as a gospel. You can't stop me. I mean, you
Of course,
do
tiny
you.
baby man.
You
Follow your truth, tiny baby man.
Yeah,
we are
follow-
spreading the truth.
follow the truth. We're spreading the truth. But I am not holding anyone accountable for anything that happens. It wasn't me, man. I'm just saying stuff.
I'm just saying. We're just disclaimer. We're just saying.
We're just saying, yeah. We're just saying. Spread the stink across the world. Yes. So my dog is Bigfoot. Good to know. Do you also have a Bigfoot encounter in your home? Is this my first encounter? Like,
We
maybe
are-
if you're talking about your dog, maybe your dog's in league with the Bigfoot secret society.
we are getting reports of a Bigfoot being inside of a viewer's home as a dog.
We're getting live reports right now.
Live reports. Oh my god.
Oh, this is good. Okay. But like, yeah, so the secret smelly organization, the Bigfoot organization, they're out there. They're trying their best to reclaim this earth, you know, before it's too late. So, you heard it here first, folks. This is the truth behind Bigfoot. Behind a very widespread, well-known species.
Oh yeah.
They're just trying to take back the world. Can you believe it? So,
Wait, we're getting more live feed. Bigfoot is sleeping on their feet. Live updates from Bigfoot HQ.
oh my god! Holy
Dinky.
crap!
Dinky.
So it's true, everyone. Bigfoot is real. They're out here to help. They're spreading their stinkiness. Even if you dislike it, don't worry. The stinkiness will not remain. What I'm thinking is that they're just being this stinky just to conquer for the time being. But then, after everything is settled, after the dust has settled, after everything has been done, then everyone will be able to leave. To live peacefully. Without so much stinkiness, because only some strong beings, such as myself and Frogman here, can withstand such stink.
Oh yeah.
But not everyone can, you know?
I live in a swamp, you know.
Yeah.
Stink is my life.
Swamps are pretty stinky. I live with forests. I deal with forest creatures myself. I haven't interacted with the Bigfoot yet, but I hope that they're listening in and they know that I am by their side. You know?
Bigfoot, if you're listening, I'm a huge fan. I love stink. I think you're so stinky in a cool way.
Yes! We believe that Bigfoot is cool here in this stream.
Yes.
So, what do you think? He is indeed
I
listening. They're listening to us! Oh my god!
I feel so honored right now. Bigfoot, I love you.
Can you tell Bigfoot that we would love a stinky autograph from it, please?
Please leave a stinky autograph in the form of stink bombing my area. Thank
you. Visit my forest. I will welcome you with open arms. Alrighty.
I'm very on board with this theory.
Thank you.
I take it as truth.
Thank you.
We are only here to speak the truth.
Yeah, this is only the truth and the truth only. You can meet him and he will fart at you. Will that suffice? Yes. I think that will let everyone know that I am in league with the Bigfoot smelly organization.
Absolutely. I'm on board with Bigfoot taking over the world.
Yeah. So, that's all I gotta say. I hope that you guys have learned about my Bigfoot theory. I hope you guys believe that it's true, because it is. And yeah, that's it for me today. I think this will be a good yeah, let's clap. Woo!
Snap it out.
Yeah. So I think this is a good time to move on to the next topic, which will now be presented to you by Frogman here.
Oh, I'm excited to get into this one.
Ooh, what is our next topic? What are we going to be talking about?
This next topic is about the very popular TV show that dominated the 2010s.
Right.
My Little Pony.
Yeah, let's go, My Little Pony! Woo!
Yeah. Now, right off the bat, just like with Bluey, you may be thinking, what conspiracy specifically could possibly be lying under My Little Pony?
Right, because another kids show, you know?
Exactly.
What could be wrong with My Little Pony?
My Little Pony as a show has already exceeded everyone's expectations for what a kids show is capable of.
Yeah.
In many ways.
So many fan art has been circling the internet. I know. I've seen it.
Like a huge booming fan base, probably one of the biggest, most recognizable fan bases.
Yeah.
If any cartoon that ever exists.
I've been on the internet. MLP cannot surprise me anymore. Valid.
Exactly.
There's been a lot of MLP content, but this is the first time.
Theory,
yeah.
This conspiracy topic will surprise you.
Yeah.
For My Little Pony.
Be ready, folks. Buckle in, because we're going in for a ride.
So, this may shock you. Everybody knows Princess Celestia from My Little Pony, right?
Yes! The queen herself.
The princess, actually.
Okay, well, she's the queen in my heart.
Yes. But what if I told you she was actually a tyrannical villain?
No. The princess? There's no way.
Yeah.
You're lying.
I have much evidence here to get into with this.
Oh my god, no!
Let's crack open this can of worms.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Well, you better strap in, because it's gonna come at you.
No!
So, you know, in the classic 2010s My Little Pony,
right?
Friendship is Magic, the first episode, like, this is known from the very first episode, you know?
Okay.
Princess Celestia, 1,000 years ago, banished her sister to the moon, right? Because she became quote-unquote Nightmare Moon, you know, like the evil, like power-hungry. The story goes, allegedly, that Nightmare Moon was jealous of her sister being up and ruling during the day when everyone loved her and appreciate her.
Right.
Well, she had to work all night while every pony was asleep.
Oh.
It kind of isolated her. She had no friends,
right?
No social life.
Oh, dang.
Working all night, keeping the moon up.
Yeah.
That does something to a person.
Yeah, I mean, that's valid.
You know,
I get that.
You know, allegedly, as the story goes, we all know. I'm assuming we've all seen the first episode of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
Of course! I've been there since day one.
Yeah, Nightmare Moon. Princess Luna turns into Nightmare Moon and wants to overthrow Celestia.
Oh my god.
So Celestia has to, allegedly, for the good of Equestria, banish her own sister to the moon.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. And when she returns, you know, 1,000 years later in the first episode, she's Nightmare Moon. And she is obviously, like, very pissed at Celestia. You know?
Yeah, because
it seems like
her out. Princess Luna?
You know, yes, Princess Luna. But
we're not talking about K-pop here. Unless
MLP, you heard LMOP. Sorry. No, there is no LMOP yet.
Yet?
Okay, but okay. So in the show, though, it seems like the story goes that she's still bent on overthrowing Celestia, and that's why she's so angry.
Yeah, that's
what I thought. But then she's reverted back to a much younger, less powerful version of herself in the episode. You know, she doesn't have the flowy mane and tail even yet, and she's physically smaller than Celestia. And yeah, I just think it's crazy that there's that power Celestia has to just revert her back to a younger, less powerful version of herself, you know?
Wait, hold on.
So,
got sent to Heckin Space Camp for 1,000 hours. Oh no! I'm sorry! I don't know, does that mean that you weren't here for a second or something? I mean, welcome back then, if that's the case. We're talking about My Little Pony.
I think Tiny Baby Man might be talking about Princess Luna.
Princess Luna got sent back 1,000 hours?
To space camp.
She was to the moon
for 1,000 years.
Wait, that's crazy.
Okay. So,
sorry.
Let me tell you. What if I told you that Celestia was actually lying
about
No.
the whole situation and
Not my
painted herself
bestie.
as the hero.
Not
Yeah,
my bestie
yeah.
Celestia.
So, what if I told you that the real story is Princess Luna became a very powerful, very girl boss version of herself. And she was like, I want to rule my own kingdom, like a night kingdom, where I will have, you know, like my own kind of followers in my own kingdom. But
Right.
everyone's up at night, so it's not so hard on me. And it's just a moon kingdom.
Yeah, it's just like night mode kingdom.
Yeah. And what if I told you Celestia could not handle this? She couldn't handle the idea of her not being the most powerful princess anymore.
Really?
Yeah. What if I told you
I don't know if I want to
that
believe it.
Celestia got jealous of her sister Luna's power,
My god.
Just banished her to the moon for 1,000 years in the name of staying in power and not wanting
Oh!
to share her power.
Not because Princess Luna was being evil, but because she
No.
was jealous?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. You're gonna have to convince me more than that.
Oh yeah. So Celestia comes up with this idea after she banishes her sister. She's like, okay, I'll just tell everybody she was the evil one.
Right.
She was the one hungry with power. And she starts lying. She's like, oh, I just had to banish quote unquote Nightmare Moon, her
Right.
own sister. I drive that point home.
Okay. Her own sister.
She
I
just
get
paints
it.
herself as the hero to the entire world. And you know, she pretends to feel remorse for this for 1,000 years, but it's 1,000 years. How could you be okay with your sister being up there for 1,000 years? You don't want to bring her back or even try to talk to her about it?
Yeah, like
if
that,
you're supposedly the bad guy?
yeah, now that you talk about it, 1,000 years is a pretty long time.
Yeah, I haven't even been alive for 1,000 years yet.
I have,
So,
but
that's-
even with that, that's still a long time. But a lot can
Oh.
happen for 1,000 years, you know?
seriously, like the world completely changed like a bunch of times, and her sister was just in the moon. Like not on the moon, in the moon.
In the moon. Oh, dang.
Crazy, huh? But yeah, in that first episode, then when Luna comes back from the moon, she is understandably vengeful. She's like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
dare I was in the moon for 1,000 years. I want to fight you now.
Let's
Like that
fight.
makes sense.
Yeah. I get it. Okay.
That makes sense now, right?
Yeah, it does.
And like, and then when Celestia reverts her to a younger, I might add, less powerful version of herself,
Huh?
Celestia starts gaslighting Luna
What do you
into being
mean?
like, you were the bad one all along. You were the one that wanted all the power. It's all your fault. Da 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 da.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine doing that to your younger sister? I mean, I personally don't have siblings, but if anybody in this chat does, could you imagine doing that? I couldn't.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Seriously.
I
That's
mean,
Celestia.
For you to tell that to your sibling just because you are actually the one that wants power, or just trying to turn it around so people don't notice, I don't know, it's kind of messed up. Especially to
Absolutely.
someone who's blood related to you.
Oh yeah, no. But, you know, poor Luna, just imagine how Princess Luna feels in all of this. Like, her older sister that she loves and looks up to, and of course she's gonna believe her. She's like, wow, I'm sorry, I was so mean to you, I can't believe I did that, even though I don't really remember. Celestia is just gaslighting her.
Oh my god.
It's so sad.
No way.
And let me tell you, Luna is forever traumatized. Her life is forever, like, ruined, and her
yeah.
reputation is tarnished by this. Because it's like, you know, the world changes so much. As you know, Maelo, the world changes so much within 1,000 years.
It does. It's kind of insane. These past 1,000 years, man.
Imagine you're frozen in time in the moon for 1,000 years and you come back, everything's completely different. You're probably not going to know how to act socially, especially after being traumatized so badly.
Yeah, people in 1,000 years, a lot of people, like a lot of babies can be born during that time. So even if they're like grown up and they're adults, you're gonna come back and they're gonna be like, who are you?
Exactly. You know, it's like when you go to a family reunion and you're like, I remember when you were a baby. And they're like, I don't know you.
Something like that. I'm sorry, every time Frogman says Princess Luna, my brain hears Luna.
Luna. Stan Luna. Everybody, by the way, shout out to Luna. Shout out to the K-pop group Luna. Stan Luna. Support Lucemble and Arai Circle in their respective debuts and Artemis. Yes. Anyway.
Continuing the story, yes.
Okay,
the conspiracy that we have.
There's the first kind of Luna-centric episode is called Nightmare Night. Now, in My Little Pony, Nightmare Night is supposed to like parallel on Halloween. It's a celebration celebrating Nightmare Moon being banished to the moon. Think about that. Like, imagine you come back and people are like brandishing all these kinds of symbols and logos about like the version of you that you're told is terrifying and evil and the bad guy and deserved to be banished to the moon for 1,000 years. Imagine how you would feel. Imagine how Luna feels in this situation.
I would honestly be devastated. Exactly. I'd probably be crying like every day. Honestly.
Of course. And she rightfully finds this day very offensive.
Yeah.
She's like, everybody's treating me like this and it really sucks. Like, I'm coming back, I'm trying to do better, even though she was never even the bad guy in the first place. This is all Celestia's doing.
Oh my god.
Like, see, because how could Celestia possibly be okay with a celebration like this if she truly was devastated about banishing her sister to the moon?
Yeah, that's true. Like, you would think that she'd be like, no, guys, like, we shouldn't celebrate something like
have
this.
a little... Yeah, like, be a little more sensitive. This. Like, we're not gonna celebrate my sister being banished to the moon. No!
Yeah,
she's
that's like...
fully on board with it. Celestia doesn't even appear in this episode, by the way.
Oh.
She's not here. She's not here to support Luna or by her side at all.
Oh my god. So she's like... She's like, I'm just gonna dip and let this happen.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, no. So Luna's left to her own devices, you know? She's trying to speak to people about it, but the way people talk now is different from the way people talked 1,000 years ago. So
that's true.
True. She talks very proper in comparison, for example. But also, there's something called what's it called?
Within like the My Little Pony universe?
Yes.
Not the proper speech.
I forgot I put it. I thought I put it down. I didn't. But I think it's called like the traditional Canterlot like speech.
Okay.
Where it's like a very terrifying voice to these modern ponies.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like shouting, but it's very echoey because, you know, she's a magical creature. So it's like, ah!
Oh, so it's like kind of like a godlike voice, like a
it is. You could describe it as a voice. That. Exactly, it's like an ancient godlike being's voice. That's how traditionally, royal and noble ponies talked in Canterlot 1,000 years ago.
Okay.
So she uses that traditional speak, and it terrifies everybody because they're like, it's Nightmare Moon.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, that's like really bad, but it's not. That's just how they talk.
Yeah, you know, and it's like...
or used to talk, I guess.
Imagine, like, on top of this, it's like generations and generations of ponies.
Right.
Like, being told for 1,000 years that, oh, Nightmare Moon's a horrible pony. Like, she's evil and she wants to get you. You know?
Yeah.
Like, for 1,000 years. So everybody's terrified of her.
Oh my god.
When she's just trying to talk to people and be like, I don't agree with this. And, you know, it gets to the point where she gets so frustrated because everybody's like running away from her.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah, everyone's like, you're evil, you're scary, you're gonna kill us all.
oh my
Like,
god.
where she uses that traditional Canterlot voice, and she's like, I hereby cancel Nightmare Night forever. It's not to be celebrated ever again.
Not the cancel
And-
culture. Holy crap.
Seriously. She cancels Nightmare Night. She doesn't want it to be celebrated ever again from here on out.
So she's like,
Which is understandable. You know, it's like, and Twilight Sparkle, being the centrist mediator she is.
yes, the mediator.
She's like, oh, well, like, why she wants to make everybody understand that, like, no, Princess Luna's not like that. Like,
Yeah.
she's really great now. Don't be scared of her. And then she also goes to Princess Luna and is like,
Well, hey, like, I think everybody likes being scared for fun. You know, it's fun to be scared.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like,
yeah.
the moral of this episode is that, like, oh, don't actually put everything in the past and start treating Luna with respect and change the name of Nightmare Night to something that doesn't brandish like this name that was labeled on her for like bad reasons for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
The moral is like, oh, every pony wants to be scared by her because it's fun. You know, so you should scare people on purpose and they'll think it's fun.
Oh.
Like, this is
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Celestia. This is Celestia propaganda. That's
Oh,
what that episode is.
Celestia propaganda. Okay, I see.
Yes. Yes, it is a lot. It's a lot like the biblical angel, be not afraid kind of voice. The traditional Canterlot voice.
Oh
But
my god.
no, seriously.
Wait, so Celestia propaganda. She's being like, she's scaring you on purpose.
Yes, it's all Celestia propaganda. Luna's life and reputation is forever ruined just because of Celestia's propaganda.
Oh my god.
Her own sister. I cannot emphasize enough. Her
own
own
sister. Who banished her for 1,000 years, and when she comes back, she's still being treated like crap. Basically.
Yes.
Wow.
There's this iconic line in this Nightmare Night episode where Twilight Sparkle's like, I finally find out why you're having so much trouble being liked. And Luna's like, forgive me if I withhold my enthusiasm. She just runs up so excited saying that. And Luna's like,
Yeah.
that's not
I mean, makes sense. I would, if I had someone come up to me and be like, I know what's wrong with you. I'd be like, wow, really? Wow, you don't say. Like, wow, shocking.
like, I feel so much for Princess Luna. I feel so bad for her.
Now that you're talking about it, I feel bad for her too.
Yeah,
Celestia's being...
she really is a tyrannical villain. Can you believe she did all this to her sister in the name of just keeping her sister from having that kind of power again?
Yeah.
And when her sister, she made it so that when her sister would get to the point of being very powerful again, that she would still be, like, submissive to Celestia. Because she never wants anything like that to happen again. Like, that's
Right.
Luna's biggest fear, you know?
Wow. Hearing
And-
Celestia... Sorry, I'm gonna read chat real quick. Hearing Celestia and Luna being talked about so much, as a non-MLP person, I'm just imagining the Luna members in Kesha's Celestia. That's quite an imaginative, like, state right there. Very
Yes.
different image than the image that we were talking about, for sure. It's still fun. Still fun.
Yes. So, okay. There's one. It's a season 9 episode, so it's really far down. But-
Season 9 episode.
So it just kind of drives home the point that no matter how much time passes, this will always be like Luna's life. It's
No.
honestly really sad.
Even 9 seasons in.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's supposed to be kind of a quirky moment. Like, they're going on vacation. Celestia and Luna are going on vacation together.
Oh, they still like interact despite everything?
No, yeah, they still are always together. They live in the same castle, you know, and they
Oh,
raise the sun and the moon together,
right. Wow.
symbiotically. And no, yes, so Celestia and Luna go on vacation together, and Celestia's like, I want to zip line. That's what I want to do. They go ziplining. Luna doesn't like it. She's like, okay, now it's my turn to pick something.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's so excited about this, by the way. She's like, I'm so excited to do this. And there's a cut, and it's like, go to the post office. And Celestia's like, you want to go to the post office? What's exciting about this? You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, the thing is, for Luna,
it's probably
it's
her
like,
first time.
it's because she has the night shift. The post office is never open when she's awake.
Oh.
And it's like, doing something as simple to us as the post office is so exciting to her. She says, like, this is where every pony in the world's mail is sent through.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to send a letter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's so exciting to her.
Oh.
So, can you imagine?
Wait.
She?
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh.
No, Celestia has seriously subjected her sister to a life of seclusion in the night shift, to the point where she's excited about the post office because she's never been there before that episode in season 9.
Season 9, everyone. Season 9.
It's insane.
Yeah, that is
She's-
insane.
No, seriously, she's blown away by the concept of a post office because she's never even been able to go, except for this one vacation day they get in their thousands of years of just raising the sun and the moon.
Yeah, oh my god. That's insane.
And
then the sister's like, Celestia's like, what about it? Like, why are you so excited?
yeah, Celestia, like,
That's
she doesn't
even
even
worse.
get it.
The fact that she's
Celestia
just like,
doesn't get
why?
Seriously, she doesn't even get it.
She doesn't think about
But-
her sister at all.
There's this one episode where, you know, because like there's like this friendship problem map that manifests, and it like tells you where there's a friendship problem, and you know the ponies are supposed to go and solve the problem.
Yeah.
There's one where the friendship problem is in the palace, and the problem is actually between Celestia and Luna themselves, the princesses of Equestria.
Yeah.
And it's kind of shocking because like they seem fine, and
Outwardly, but really.
they're not. You know, they
don't
literally
know.
they're like, we're fine. So there's this one point where the character coming to solve the issue, she comes and she's like, it seems like there's a problem here. Like, what can I do to help?
Yeah.
And Celestia's like, no, everything's great. And Luna's like, yep, everything's perfect as always. And it's
like very sarcastic, being like, yeah,
Yeah, and
everything's
it's like-
fine. But it's not fine.
I bet she feels very pressured to pretend like things are perfect because
Wake
of
me
Celestia.
up, wake me up inside.
Seriously.
This is what's happening right now.
Yes. But, oh yeah, so in this episode, you know, the mediator that comes to solve the problem, she's hanging out with
Twilight.
Celestia. Well, actually the mediator in this episode is...
Oh, different one.
She's a different one. I forget her name. She's one of Twilight's students. She's not one of the normal main characters.
Oh, okay.
She's like a student of Twilight's.
Okay.
So she comes and hanging out with Celestia in the morning. Celestia made pancakes herself. She says she made them herself.
Right.
And Celestia and this mediator, they're eating pancakes together. And then Luna walks in exhausted, like
Right.
eye bags, visible eye bags. And she's like,
Oh.
like up all night. She's going to bed because she just lowered the moon. And it's her time to just go to bed.
And rest
Because
up.
even immortal
Have a good
even
time.
immortal beings need to sleep sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't rest in some way, shape, or form, it gets you can go a little bit crazy for something like that.
Seriously.
Trust me,
And
I know.
Celestia's like, Celestia, you know, she's actually such a master manipulator, more than she seems to be. Because she's always playing it out to be like, oh, I'm such a good guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I made you pancakes. And Luna's like, no thanks. She's exhausted, you know? She's like,
Yeah, she's just like,
You
I want to
made
go
my-
sleep.
she's like, I made my sister pancakes and she's not eating them. And she like dramatically scrapes it into the garbage.
Oh my
Like
god.
this plate of pancakes she made for Luna.
Oh my
And it's
god.
like, oh. It's like, okay, Celestia. Okay.
Okay,
You little-
Celestia.
Seriously.
She's
And
just
then
being
later in the
rude.
episode- And then later in the episode,
Could have like saved
like,
them
right
for
after-
later.
right? Exactly. She just scrapes them into the garbage.
Oh my god.
But later in the episode, she's then hanging out with Luna. You know, the mediator's hanging out with Luna, seeing her perspective. And Luna's going through the palace. She's taking down dead lavender flowers and hanging up fresh ones. And she does
Oh.
this every night.
Yeah.
She hangs up fresh lavender because she's like, I care about how every pony in the kingdom sleeps. Lavender is very calming. It's supposed to help with sleep.
Yeah.
And it's like she's being very thoughtful to all her subjects. And,
Yeah.
you know, hanging up lavender. It's a lot of hard work every night.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
Celestia walks past. And she just doesn't even acknowledge, like, Luna's work or what she's doing. And it's like, wow.
Man.
Yep. And Luna says that she's like, wow, she's like, she doesn't really appreciate anything I do.
Yeah.
And it seems like this from both perspectives. Like, oh, they both don't appreciate what I do because they have opposite
Mm.
schedules. But really,
Right.
like, it's obvious to see, like, the difference between making pancakes and, like, doing something throughout the whole palace for the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know?
That's quite a...
That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, pretty big difference. Quite a jump. Quite a jump,
But,
I'd say.
yeah.
So, wow. Dang,
I know, like,
you're pretty... Your theory's been pretty right here.
I know, but it goes even deeper than this, would you believe?
What? Even deeper? So then what happens
So-
after?
So there's another episode where it goes into, like, Celestia's mind, like it's like her dreams, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And it's played out to be a nightmare.
Her subconscious, if you will.
Yes. It's played out to be a nightmare, like her worst fear, which she doesn't want to happen.
Yeah,
But it just shows that this is lingering in the back of her mind.
24/7.
So, you know, Nightmare Moon, it's like the quote-unquote evil, more powerful version of Luna.
Yes.
Apparently there's a version of Celestia like this called Daybreaker.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
She's like in this vision, Daybreaker, you know, the quote unquote evil version of Celestia, when Celestia is already evil, mind you. She's all talking about, like, I can be the only princess in Equestria, like I'm meant to rule, like I don't want to share.
Wait,
like,
so it
the
actually
power.
becomes canon in this dream.
Yeah, it's like it is officially canon that is what's happening in Celestia subconscious.
Ooh, interesting. Because if it's happening in the subconscious, that means there's some truth to it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can't trust every pony.
Cannot trust every pony. You heard
Well,
it
then
here,
this plays
folks.
into the
Don't
fact.
trust every pony.
This plays into the fact that every other supervillain in My Little Pony, they're all mostly trying to just overthrow Celestia, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they all actually know Celestia's true intentions, and they're all played out to be the villain, because it's like, why would you want to have all the power? And
Right.
it's like they don't. Like, for example, one of the most iconic supervillains, Queen Chrysalis.
Uh-huh.
If for those that don't know, Queen Chrysalis is like a changeling pony, so she's like a bug kind of pony. And she leads an army of changelings, which are just like little bug ponies.
Aw, cute.
And the whole thing is she takes over Twilight's sister-in-law and brother's wedding.
Her design is cool. Holy crap. I don't
yeah.
think I've watched up until that point, so it's cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a very iconic, very Slay song that goes with this moment. But she takes over the wedding. And her whole plan is to, like, overthrow the castle in order to feed her subjects, because her subjects aren't eating. Like, they don't have food.
Right.
because you could say that the narrative of the episode is actually biased and unreliable narrator because it's from like Twilight's point of view, and Twilight loves Celestia.
Yeah. That's true.
And
If she loves Celestia, of course it's gonna be biased.
yeah, and so it seems like, oh, she wants to take over the kingdom and eat all the ponies, but it's like I think what could really be happening outside of Twilight's perspective is they actually just need food because their bug kingdom, their changeling kingdom, has like a hunger issue, and Celestia is hoarding all the food to make their kingdom weaker.
Oh no! No
Yep.
way!
Believe it.
Oh my god! She's like evil.
She is. She's a tyrannical reign, and all these supervillains throughout the show that want to take over Equestria are actually just trying to stop Celestia's tyrannical reign.
Yeah.
You know, there's another tyrannical villain in the show, King Sombra. He was the ruler of the Crystal Kingdom,
Right.
and Celestia stopped him at one point.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is, many say that she only stopped him because he posed a threat to her tyrannical reign. He was being more crazy than she was. She's like, no, I'm the craziest girl here. I'm the girl boss.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the only reason she cared to stop him. Because, you know, like, before that, like, she didn't care. Like, he was just ruling the kingdom.
Yeah.
And she wasn't doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
But yeah. And you know, like there's a lot of things people might be thinking to bring up. Like, what about like all the generosity like that Celestia brings to the table? She seems really nice. Like she turned Twilight Sparkle into an alicorn, so Twilight could be a princess as well.
Yeah.
And it's theorized that she probably turned Princess Cadence into a alicorn as well.
Uh-huh.
Whatever the case may be, I believe she turns other ponies into alicorns in order to favor her own agenda.
Oh,
Let me explain.
So she has supporters.
Yeah,
And, like,
so she
If anyone,
notice how she's
Ooh, okay. I see.
yeah. Notice how she's only turned ponies into alicorns if they're already obsessed with Celestia. If they're already like
Oh,
very loyal to Celestia.
true.
Yep.
So that's just like
believing.
sealing the contract, basically.
Yeah.
Being
Just like
you,
they already believe all her lies.
you will support me
Exactly.
and only me.
Exactly.
Dang.
So it's like she makes other really powerful princesses.
contract.
out
Yes,
of her.
contract.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah. But yeah, there's that. All her generosity is just another like part of her
Layer.
manipulation.
Another
Yeah.
layer. Another layer to this
She's-
agenda of hers.
Exactly. She is a master manipulator. She really is.
Man, that's crazy. I've learned so
Yep.
much. I used to be a Celestia fan, and now I know the
you've
truth.
Now you know the truth. The real truth.
The real truth that she is just gaslighting everyone.
She's gaslighting, girl bossing, and absolutely gatekeeping.
Exactly. Oh my god, poor Luna though.
Right?
Now I'm like, does like Luna ever get any redemption of any sort? Like any favorable things that happen to her, or is everything just like ruined forever?
She really just fades into the background.
Wow.
And everyone just kind of like forgets that she's a person too. Well, a pony too. She has feelings, and all this really traumatic stuff happened to her, and it's just brushed under the rug.
Wow. People never mention it again.
Yep.
Man,
Seriously.
it's crazy.
But yeah, that is all my evidence on the table as of the moment for this theory.
Wow. That was amazing. That was quite a story. I can't believe that Princess Celestia was the truly evil one all along.
Oh yeah.
That she was here just to cause harm. the other ponies, just so that she could rule above everyone else.
Yep, she's the most power hungry of all.
You heard it here, folks. Celestia is evil. She is not to be trusted, okay?
Absolutely not.
Thank you so much for sharing such a riveting conspiracy theory. That was amazing.
Oh yeah. Of course, always.
Alrighty, so that means it is now my turn again. Can you believe it? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, this one's gonna be a fun one. I think before we start though, real quick, is it okay if we take just a quick break so then I can go grab a snack?
Yeah, let's take a little breaky.
Break time, everyone!
Intermission.
Intermission. Hold on, let me let people know.
Yes.
Intermission. We're
Get
gonna
some
take a
snacks,
little
get
bit
a
of a
drink.
break to get some water. So everyone, you guys can also go for a second. We're probably gonna like just be gone for like 5-ish minutes while we grab stuff. Intermission break for 5 minutes, just letting people know.
Yes.
And then let me shrink this so you can actually see it. It's not like off the screen. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna. Well, we'll be right back. 5 minutes, everyone. We'll be back.
BRB.
BRB. Yeah! Okay, we're back, everyone!
Hello, hello, hello.
We're back from our break. If you hear us munching on the in the background, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Don't worry.
This is a chill stream, so you guys can munch on food too! Wow, can you believe it?
Who would have thought?
Comeback of the century, thank you. This truly
Yes,
is the comeback of the century. But let me change our conversation topic here because, everyone, we're moving on to the next one.
Ooh.
And this topic might be a little bit, like, might blow your minds a little bit. I've done quite a lot of research, and I forgot to credit it in the description, but I will be doing it after. Game theory has helped me a lot for this research topic. Conspiracy topic. Minecraft. Okay? We're gonna be talking Minecraft next. Woo! Minecrafty, yes. Can you believe it?
I cannot. What could this possibly entail?
I know, a kid's game having a conspiracy theory. Wild.
What have there's a little bit of a theme.
I would have never guessed. But a lot of my facts will come from game theory. Some truly riveting conspiracy theories have been made, but along with supplementing the game theories, I will be providing my own at the end again, just like with my last theory. Okay, so I hope you guys are ready, because this is gonna be wild. Okay, alrighty.
Alright.
So to start with this off, we need to talk about the history of Minecraft. What happens when you start a new game, okay? So, with Minecraft, when you first join the world, you're like, start building your home, you know, gather materials, try to survive, and make sure you don't die by the enemies. You learn there are like zombies, there's like skeletons, there's like weird creatures called Endermen that if you don't look at them, they won't attack you. Creepers.
Those are the scary ones.
Yeah. Like in two whole different worlds. Both the Nether and the End City, like Ender City.
Yes.
Two areas you can get to. Or get immediately exploded if you're me. I mean, yeah, if you get truly unlucky and spawn right next to a creeper, yes.
Relatable.
But with Minecraft, okay, you join in, and then you meet some like good mobs, which are like, you know, like the animals for the most part, and also the only other human-like being in the area, villagers. But they're not truly like you because they don't look like you, you know? Not fully, anyways. They have big noses. You don't have a big nose. They also don't build as well as you do. So they're not quite like you, meaning that these villagers are a different species, almost.
Whoa.
And that's like the basis of like a lot of the character, like a lot of the mobs and stuff that are in this game, okay? So, now we're gonna talk a little bit more in depth, okay? With a lot of the newer, like, Minecraft updates, even, like, a while back, we played Minecraft together, you know, I'm not exaggerating, just making this up. I know, I'm well aware. I'm very well aware that your luck in Minecraft is abysmal. It's pretty bad, man. But in the worlds you could stumble across like sea temples. There's like pyramids that have like traps and like loot that you can go to. There's strongholds, abandoned mine shafts. Now there's like abandoned ships, I'm pretty sure, and like abandoned ruins. So the question is, if you're supposedly the only one that enters this world that can build and that can do stuff, where did these buildings come from?
Whoa.
Where did they come from?
I never
like,
even thought about that before.
They were there before you joined the world. And when you explore them, they're just full of loot. So, we're gonna talk about how those buildings came to be, okay? I hope you guys are ready because this is gonna be a long theory. And this is... I do not take credit for this. I'm just gonna be spreading the word to people. But this is due to game theory, because of course game theory cracks everything.
Oh yes.
So I'll just be spreading the word, and I need to credit it after the stream, because I forgot to add them. But alrighty. So to get a better understanding of everything, we gotta think about Endermen. Okay? Endermen, as you know, creatures, like I explained earlier, that if you confront them, they will only attack you if you stare at them. They feel a little bit shy when they get stared at, so they get angry. And they attack you. But they're also the only, like, mob, besides maybe villagers and yourself, that can pick up blocks. Isn't that a little bit strange? Just a little bit.
That is strange. Why are they able to pick up blocks? I've never even thought about that.
Yeah. And so, what I'm gonna tell you guys is that the Endermen were not always Endermen. They were actually the very first ancient civilizations of human/builders, if you will, that came before you.
Whoa.
Da-da-dum! And they weren't always Endermen, because... Let me regale you a tale. Let me regale you a tale, okay? So, we have this world that is full of ruins. Obviously, someone was there before you. But what, like, the theory is that these people were living in this world, you know, they were, like, making creations, they were discovering things, they were, like, super advanced, setting up, like, traps and temples and stuff like that. Like, this ancient civilization that came before you, the player, like, was doing all of these things, advancing technology, discovering things, being super cool with all their buildings that they left behind. So the question is, if such a civilization lived before, what happened to them? Where did they go? You know, like, what happened to them? So we're gonna be talking about some of the game things, like whenever you go to, like, especially the stronghold. The stronghold is called the stronghold for a reason, you know? Like, why would you build something so deep underground if it weren't for the purpose of you trying to protect yourself from something?
Ah. I never thought about that.
Yeah, strongholds are, like, super deep underground. They're, like, full of loot. And that's where you can find the portal to a different world.
That's true. To the Enderman's world.
To the Enderman's world, exactly.
Oh.
So basically what happened is that something in the normal world was, like, attacking these ancient builders, so they kept building buildings above ground, you know, trying to, like, those pyramids. They were going to remote places, trying to escape this evil thing. But in the end, they couldn't escape this evil thing. And so what they did is that they researched, they were doing a lot of research, they, like, made this stronghold underground. And then entered, they like, after much trial and error, they created a portal to the end. And so they went to the end. But what they didn't realize is that once you go to the end, unless you defeat the Ender Dragon, there is no way to leave the end. Okay?
Ah, that's so tragic.
So, these ancient builders, these ancient beings that came before you, got trapped in the end. And the end now has, like, these chorus fruits, right? That if you eat them, you, like, teleport. So basically, what happens here is that they escape whatever was chasing them, like the normal worlds. But then when they escape to the end, then they have to confront with the Ender Dragon. And so they like try their best to defeat it, but they can't because they didn't come prepared. So what they end up doing is just hiding away in the end cities. They start building with the end cities that there is, like the materials that they have. So they create these massive end cities and like start putting away their loot and stuff that they have in those end cities. And eventually, after a while, you know, they might like run out of food. And so the only food that's available in that world is the chorus fruit. So they start eating this chorus fruit, they notice the weird teleportation properties that it gives them, and they start changing. They start losing the ability of being a human. And they start evolving, and lo and behold, after who knows how long of them being stuck in there, they become what we know today, what we call the black tall creatures in the world, Enderman. With glowing purple eyes. That's what happened to the ancient civilization.
That's so tragic.
Right?
Like they lose the form of communication they have, so they can't even tell the like other sentient creatures like, hey, like I used to be intelligent. Like we built civilizations, we did all this.
Yeah.
I'm just trapped.
Yeah, and so that's why they can hold blocks. Because they used to be able to build. They were builders.
They're builders.
But now they don't have the like mental capacity. They're no longer what they used to be, so now they can't do anything. And
it's so sad.
If you watch the game theory videos, they will play clips of you because the Endermen make like weird noises, right?
Oh yeah.
But like if you really listen closely, they actually make like you can make out words. So some of the things they say is like what's up?
Whoa.
And they're like, oh, what was the other ones? Like, what's up? And like, hey, or something like that, or like, hello. Some like if you play the clips and you really listen, you can hear what they're saying. And I think one of the other lines is like something about the Eye of Ender or the end. They say something about that.
That is chilling.
But we're not done. Enderman equal Bigfoot confirmed. Even the Bigfoot have made it to Minecraft! But that's not the end. We're not done with these ancient civilization peoples.
There's more.
There's more. So we're gonna talk about what it is that chased them out of the normal world, the overworld, if you recall it. If you will call it. So, you know, we know that these people were able to make it to the Nether because there's like ruins of Nether portals left behind now with one of the more later updates, but there was evidence of them knowing of building Ender portals and then lighting them up with like flint and steel, you know, as you do, and exploring down there because there are Nether fortresses in the Nether.
That's true.
And there's no creatures in that world that can build. So like where do they come from? The ancient civilization of builders.
Wow.
Before they ran away to the end and became stuck forever.
They were like the rulers of every realm before they got stuck in the end.
Yeah. They were. Kind of crazy, don't you think?
Absolutely.
So
that is haunting.
What happened here is that they came in contact with all the strange things that the Nether has to offer. Soul sand, the freaking like magma cubes. What are the ghost thingies called?
The gas.
Yeah, the gas. All that jazz.
Oh, yeah.
And so, very dangerous environment, you know. So they start building that fortress to protect themselves, to also store their things, and the like. So, you notice that there are wither skeletons where the fortresses are. Like, you only encounter them there, I'm pretty sure. Why do you think that is? Why do you think?
I've never even thought about that. Why is that? Tell me. Do tell.
So, obviously, because the Nether is such a dangerous place, it would be unavoidable for some of these beings of the ancient civilization to die. But instead of dying like normally, what's happening is that they're buried skeletons. You know, they get, human ritual is that usually whenever your comrade or someone important to you dies, you bury them.
Yes.
So because of the weird nature of the Nether, instead of, being buried and staying buried, they actually come back alive as the Wither skeletons. And that's why they have, like,
Whoa.
weapons and such.
That's crazy.
Right?
Is that why it's called soul sand?
Yeah, because the soul sand takes the souls of those people.
Wow.
And they're just there trapped forever. While their, like, skeletal bodies wander the areas where they used to live.
This is shocking information.
I know!
There's so much,
isn't it?
it goes so deep.
I know! And we're not done! Okay? Because these ancient civilization peoples discovered that the soul sand traps the souls of their dead comrades. Obviously, some of them are gonna be like, if it traps their souls, then that means technically they're still alive. So maybe you can bring the dead back to being alive again. Okay? So what they start doing is they start experimenting with this soul sand. They start doing a lot of really whack things with it, and they do a lot of trial and error. And finally, they discover that you can, in fact, bring something to life. But that doesn't mean that you can bring the dead back to life. So, what ends up happening is that these people eventually mess around and find out that when you use 4 nether block pieces, soul salt pieces, soul sand pieces, there we go. Wow, English is hard. When you use 4 soul sand pieces and combine 3 wither head skeletons, you create something. But it's not what you thought. It's the world-ending wither.
The wither.
The wither.
So terrifying. Imagine you're trying to bring your fallen comrades back to life, and instead you just spawn this horrible, destructive monster.
Yeah. And so, this is what causes them to run away to the end. They can't defeat this wither. It's literally indestructible.
Dang.
Follows them out from the nether, goes into the world, and just chases them forever because, like, it destroys literally almost everything. So that's why they go deeper, deeper underground and end up in the end and become Endermen. That is the story. What do you think?
Wow, that is kind of haunting and, like, tragic. Like, they were builders, but not very good fighters, to the point where they just accidentally trapped themselves to the point of no return.
Yeah.
Wow. Very crazy. Makes me feel very sad for the Endermen.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no wonder. They're just there vibing. And then when they get stared at, they're like, oh god. I probably look weird. I'm not human anymore. So they get angry. They get angry and they start attacking you because of that.
They do. I mean, I'd be a little shy if I looked nothing like I was supposed to and someone kept staring at me.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what ends up happening. There's a lot more to these theories, like where what the zombie pigmen are.
Ooh.
Kinda like what exactly netherworks was being grown for in the fortresses. A lot of other things. But if you want to see more, watch the game theory videos. Now what I'm gonna talk about is my very own conspiracy theory about Minecraft.
Do tell.
So after regaling to you guys that tale of the hidden deepness of the Minecraft world, now I will share with you my very own observations about this game. So,
Yes.
we all know about zombies, right?
Oh yeah.
So, the zombies, you know, they're like also fallen comrades of the fallen civilization because they look very, very strangely like yourself. Like they even have the same clothes you have when you like first enter the world.
They do. That's a little freaky.
So like those are like some of the fallen comrades that fell to the creatures of the world, and now they're just living in the undead state, converting every other living creature into them.
Oh yeah.
I now need to get a call on y'all to explain my favorite Zelda theories. Hey, we could always do a part 2. This could become a series where I just collab with people and talk about our silly conspiracy theories. Honestly, I'm down. I'm literally down. So maybe this will not be the end, the only conspiracy theory stream. But anyways.
There's so much truth to be told.
Exactly. It just cannot be contained in one stream. So honestly, I'm down. We'll just have to plan it some other time, though. Alright, so, zombies.
Oh, yes.
Besides just the regular sized zombies, you can encounter the very, very, very annoying baby zombies. Like, I hate them with a burning passion.
I hate them.
They always kill me.
Who doesn't hate baby zombies? There's something about baby characters that's infuriating. Like, you know when you're playing Mario Kart and Baby Peach passes you or something?
Yeah.
It's worse. It's worse.
It is. Oh, hold on. I took a bite of my food. Hold on. Give me a second.
But yeah, baby zombies, they're way too fast. You can't aim for them properly. They're horrible. No one wants to deal with them. How are there baby zombies anyway?
Exactly. Where do they come from?
Are they reproducing?
I don't know. Maybe they were babies when they got turned into zombies, which would be kind of a morbid thought. But whatever.
Yes.
I guess.
Anything's possible, though.
Anything is possible. Okay. Does it have to be a conspiracy theory, or can I also go into that shit insane fandom stuff I've experienced? It depends. I'll have to see. It depends. We'll have to see. Because it is supposed to be like conspiracy theory talk, so that's why. But maybe I'll just do podcasty episodes where we just talk about random, really wild crap that happens in either conspiracy form or other ways. Could be something like that.
Slay.
Alright, so yeah, baby zombies. Not slay.
Not slay.
Not slay. So, basically, what I think is happening with the baby zombies of this world is that, like, basically, I think that baby zombies are trying to take over the Minecraft overworld.
Whoa.
Let's talk about it, okay? So,
Get into it.
the reason why I think they're trying to, like, cause chaos, take over the world, is because, weirdly enough, baby zombies are super strong. Sometimes they wear armor and carry around weapons, like...
That's true. What kind of species has child soldiers?
Exactly! Like, most of the time, whenever you see a group of zombies and a baby zombie appears, it's usually the baby zombie that's, like, fully decked out and everything.
That's true.
So they cave in, fully knowing they were getting into. Sometimes they even go at you while riding a chicken. Like, they have cavalry.
They literally have cavalry.
They literally have cavalry. So that means that they are preparing for something. There's no way that these baby zombies are just coming up to you without it happening. Like, they without them having some sort of something going on, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That involves the fans making up their own conspiracy theories about what's happening. Yeah. I think that'd be good. They are boss babies, if you will. Yeah! Boss babies! Literally out here. What would you call it? If you call it girl boss, is this baby boss? I don't know.
Boss baby.
Boss baby?
Baby boss.
Baby boss? I don't know. But I think they're trying to rile up the older, like, adult zombies into their plans. They keep giving them armor. They keep giving them, like, weapons. Because they already know what's going, like, how to use that. How to carry it around. And they're trying,
Right?
I think right now what they're trying to do is teach zombies how to ride horses. So they too also have cavalry. To cause chaos in the Minecraft world and to rule it so that everyone becomes undead just like they are.
That is a terrifying future.
Exactly. Like, the more I think about it, it's like, no wonder they're so strong. It's because they've been training. Behind the scenes, they've been training. You're not always going out at night when you're exploring. So how do you know
Right?
what the evil mobs are up to?
Right?
You know? And if a skeleton accidentally hits them, they'll attack them too. Like, zombies will fight other mobs, even if they're all supposed to be on the same side. I think that's kind of crazy. Why would they do that?
That is crazy.
Like, why would they
They
do
have-
that if they weren't trying to rule over the world?
They're literally an army.
Yeah. Like, I feel like every time I go out at night in Minecraft, I get surrounded more by zombies than anything else. So I think that's a little bit strange. A little bit strange that it's mostly zombies,
It is.
you know?
It's all connected. I'm connecting the dots.
Yeah, the dots are being
I can
connected
see it.
here, everyone. This is the
You heard it here
truth.
first.
This is the
This is
truth.
This is a Maelo Luxton exclusive insider.
Yeah, insider conspiracy. Theory about Minecraft, okay? Baby zombies are trying to rile up their older zombie, I don't know, comrades into their war. that they're
Baby
trying to do
zombies
here.
are the army commanders.
Yeah, they are the army commanders. That's why they're so freaking strong and decked out. That is my theory. And that's
Wow.
why baby zombie jockeys are a thing. Because they're already ahead of the game, my guys. They are ahead of the game. They know what's up. They know what to do to win.
Wow.
And it's only a matter of time before they take over. So stay on your toes. Don't let the zombies just roam around because they're plotting. They're out there.
Yep. I definitely cannot look at baby zombies the same ever again.
You
Those
shouldn't!
conniving, fast, little, horrible little monsters.
They're terrible, truly.
Truly.
I can't believe that people have just been sitting there being like, ah man, I hate baby zombies, but haven't truly thought about what they're capable of.
Right? Like it's all sitting right in front of you.
Yeah. Like it's kind
You
of
need to
wild.
Wake up.
Wake up! Look at it. Look at the truth. So that's my Minecraft theory, everyone.
Wow. You've
I hope-
definitely changed my perspective.
I'm glad. I'm glad I did. Because every time I think about it, I'm like, the world must know. They're being blinded by all the other things that are happening, but they don't truly know what's
Right.
actually happening.
Oh yeah. This is why we're doing this. We need to open up the truth. Open up the floodgates of truth.
Exactly. So true, bestie. As they say. As they say.
Alright.
So now comes the part of our conspiracy theory section where we get a little less silly, a little bit more serious, but not 100% serious, okay?
Never 100% serious, but gets a little sinister.
Yeah,
A little
so
sick and twisted, if you will.
yeah, so that's why I'm gonna be changing up our vibes here, our music.
This is tier 3.
Tier 3. Yes. This is what it's come to, everyone.
All right, now you better strap in for what's coming because this is about to blow your mind. If your mind was blown before, wow, get a helmet and some knee pads, I think.
A helmet and some knee pads. Wait, hold on. I need to like actually add. The audio source. Hold on, give me a second. There we go. Oh, that's loud. I'm so sorry, everyone. There we go. Let me start the song over too. Phew. Okay, there we go.
All right, we actually have another friend off screen, a little creature playing some tunes at our little campsite here.
Yeah, they've been banging out every tune that we've been listening to tonight, so I hope you guys appreciate it.
Yep, give them a hand.
Oh wait, okay. Yeah, so our next conspiracy topic.
Okay, this next topic, nobody is ready. So everybody knows the Beatles, right? They were like the biggest band in the world before BTS, I think.
Yeah, probably.
BTS is the only artist I think ever to surpass the Beatles' success.
How's that? How's the music now? Is it still too loud? Stan BTS.
Yes. Alright, hope the music's good.
Yeah, I think it should be.
Okay. So, what if I told you one of the Beatles members actually died and was replaced with an identical look-alike?
Ain't no way. You're lying.
Yep. I speak only the truth on this stream, obviously.
That's right.
So
that means I have to believe it.
Yep. So let me tell you. In 1966, the real Paul McCartney died in a car accident and was replaced with a nearly identical lookalike.
Oh my god.
So there's so much real evidence to back this up, as always.
Right. I'm ready. Hit me with it.
There's a couple things. You know, I can't quite show pictures on this stream, but just imagine in your head.
Right. Everyone, use your imagination to the full extent that you can think.
Of course. The best evidence is the kind you make up in your head. But if you do pay close attention, there is a strange separation between Paul and the other members of the Beatles in the album covers following 1966.
Okay.
So, one of the biggest ones is the cover of Abbey Road. Okay, everybody knows the Abbey Road cover, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's the cover of the four of them crossing the street. It's
the iconic scene that gets used in several movies. Yes.
Oh, absolutely! Like an insane pop culture reference that everybody is familiar with, even if you don't know any songs off the album. If you're just that young. But so to describe the album cover, Paul is the only member. He's crossing the street and he's not wearing shoes. He's completely barefooted.
Oh my god.
So let me explain the Abbey Road cover to you from the Faul, the Paul is dead point of view.
Oh my god, okay.
So bodies in funerals are traditionally buried without shoes on.
Oh,
Did you know this?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's Paul McCartney in the album cover with no shoes on. Like all the Beatles members desperately trying to hint to the world that he's dead, but they have to keep it a secret. They have to play it up that they're just fine and everything's good.
Oh my god.
So, in leading the walk across the street, John is dressed in all white, like the priest leading the funeral.
Oh my god.
And Ringo, following, is the undertaker, who's in front of Paul, preparing the body.
Oh my god.
And then there's barefooted Paul, of course. And then last is George, and he's dressed in denim, like a gravedigger, the last to leave the funeral.
Holy crap.
Yep. Yep. And in the background, there's the iconic white Beetle. That's like, it's the closest car that you can see in the album cover.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the license plate says 28IF. Or
28IF. Okay.
Or 28 if. which is indicative that Paul would be about 28 if he was still alive at that time.
Oh, 28 if.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Yep. And this isn't the only thing. There's a lot more. So in the Magical Mystery Tour movie, there's a part where they're all in a line in white suits, and they have red carnations on their lapel, pinned to their lapel. Except for Paul. Paul has a black carnation pinned to his lapel. So why is there that separation? Why does Paul... Can you think of any other explanation as to why Paul would have a black carnation on his lapel while the rest of them are red? Very sinister.
Very sinister, yeah.
Yep. On the back cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, they're all just standing there, but Paul is facing backwards with his back to the camera.
My God.
On the front cover of the same album.
So many, like, what do you say, like, evidence,
detail.
So much evidence. So much detail has been placed. Also, Case says, looking at conspiracy topic and just seeing Paul with no other context is very funny, not gonna lie. It says Faul!
Faul.
It doesn't say Paul, it says Faul.
Get it right. Faul.
Either way, no, yeah, it is funny.
Okay, but on the front cover of Sgt. Pepper's, there's a lot of details to this, okay? And we're really gonna get into it.
Okay.
But such a minuscule detail, you could almost just glaze over it. That's what they want you to do. They just really want to hint that what really happened to Paul, but they can't say. There is a doll, and next to the doll is a bloody driving glove.
Oh my God, the
and
music.
How did Paul die?
The music.
In a car accident.
Oh my God, the music change has been perfect. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
on that same doll's knee, on the knee, is a little toy car.
A toy car?
Yep. Another many hints about Paul, the real Paul, dying in a car accident. Many.
Okay.
On the alternate cover of Yesterday and Today, which the original cover was very unnotable of them sitting with a bunch of decapitated baby dolls and meat. That's very not notable. Okay.
Right.
The more interesting cover that we want to talk about is the three members, John, Paul, and Ringo, are standing around a luggage, and this luggage is open.
Oh my God.
Inside the luggage, Paul is sitting inside of it.
Why would he be sitting inside of the luggage?
Like a coffin.
Oh!
Yep. It's like he's
my God.
in a coffin. Yep.
That makes sense.
So now let me get into something a little more sinister.
Okay.
Like the focal point of the cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Okay.
In the middle of it, there's like a drum. It says Lonely Hearts. If you were to invert Lonely Hearts, so it was reflecting like downwards, like if you were to hold a mirror up to it, it reads 119. He died with an arrow pointing up to Paul.
Wait, that's insane.
119.
Like it straight up just says it.
If you invert Lonely Hearts.
Yeah.
119. He, with an arrow pointing to Paul, died.
Oh my God.
Now you may be thinking, 119?
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah,
119. What is that?
Yeah.
So, let me tell you.
Okay.
Again to the back cover where Paul has his back turned.
Yeah.
George very strangely is holding his hand out and his fingers pointing up. His finger is pointing to a specific lyric because the lyrics are printed on the back of this.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
lyric is Wednesday morning at 5 o'clock as the day begins.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
As the day begins.
So think of that. Wednesday, 5 o'clock.
Okay, Wednesday, 5 o'clock. What
yeah.
happened? Is that
So
what happened that day?
So remember, 119, he died.
Yeah.
November 9th? November 9th, 1966.
Uh-huh.
Which 1966 is the year Paul was in a car accident.
Uh-huh.
November 9th was on a Wednesday in that year. Wednesday
Stop.
morning at 5 o'clock is the day begins. Yep.
And November's the
119.
11th month. Oh my god.
Yep. 119, 11/9, November 9th.
Oh!
Yep. He died.
That's
119,
crazy.
he died. Seriously. So, you could say even that this album cover is Paul's tombstone. 5 o'clock was the moment he died.
Oh my god.
Yep. Believe it.
Wow.
So, it goes deeper.
So the members this whole time are like, hello, like, we're telling you guys something.
Exactly. They really want the world to know what truly happened to their dear bandmate and friend, but the government, I guess, won't let them because the Beatles are making a lot of money. You know?
They're like,
Yeah.
we can't let you stop like that.
Exactly. So it is said that on this day, 119, Wednesday, 1966, what happened was Paul and Ringo were in a really bad argument in the studio early in the morning. Paul stormed off and drove away in his car.
Okay.
He met a woman named Rita who needed a ride home.
Dorito?
And this is Rita.
Sorry, just
So this is written about, believe it or not, the Beatles members have actually written about Paul's death in their song directly many times.
What? That can't be.
So, in the song A Day in a Life, John wrote the lyrics. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed.
Oh no!
A crowd of people stood instead. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure if he was from the house of Paul?
Oh?
Okay, that's not the lyric. The lyric is from the house of Lords, but the way he sounds it sounds like he's saying from the house of Paul.
Oh, that's probably on purpose.
Yep, definitely on purpose, and you'll see that later. So remember, Ringo was the one he argued with, the last member to speak to Paul before his death.
Yeah.
In the song Don't Pass Me By, Ringo wrote, I listen for your footsteps coming up the drive. Listen for your footsteps, but they don't arrive. Chilling. And then in the same song, he says, I'm sorry that I doubted you. I was so unfair. You were in a car crash and you lost your hair. Yep. Chilling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Real. So.
Real, everyone.
And then there's another song where they write about it again. So, it's a song called I'm So Tired. At the end of it, it sounds like John is mumbling incoherently. However, if you play it backwards, you can clearly hear him say, Paul is dead, man. Miss him, miss him, miss him. Like that.
Nah.
Paul is dead, man. He says that. He says that backwards, obviously.
Backwards.
You have to play it backwards to hear it, but obviously it's real.
Yeah, because they can't just play it out in the open.
Yeah, they have to hide it so the government doesn't catch on to them trying to tell everybody Paul died.
Yeah.
Now, It from these clues, it's clear that you can tell that John was the one that had to bury Paul, his best friend and bandmate.
Yeah.
In Strawberry Fields at the end, you can very faintly hear John say in the background, "I buried Paul."
Nah.
You can hear him say that. You really can't. You just gotta listen with your ears.
That's
And
crazy.
there's a very infamous Beatles song called Revolution 9. And it's a song where John is repeating number 9, number 9, number 9
Number 9.
for a very long time. It's not even a standard 3-minute song. It's a 9-minute song. It's Revolution 9.
Oh.
He's
9
repeating
minutes. That's long.
Number 9, number 9 for 9 minutes with music in the background, like a repeating loop of music. It's very haunting, honestly.
Yeah, it sounds kind of creepy.
Honestly, if you put a very creepy track like this on an album that you're releasing like fully with your band, it's not like a experimental solo release. Like you're putting this on your band's record for people to listen to.
Yeah.
It's very intentional.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way it's not.
So the thing is, when you play this in reverse once again, you need to play it backwards.
All right.
It sounds like John is repeating, "Turn me on, dead man." Turn me on, dead man.
But how does that happen just by saying number 9? That's kind of crazy.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Number 9.
But it's backwards, so of course it wouldn't sound like normal words.
So would because the phrase "turn me on, dead man," like, what does that mean? Like, is it possibly a letter about his unrequited love to his dead bandmate?
It could be.
Could be. Very haunting.
Yeah.
So, now you may be thinking, at this point, here's all this evidence. Then, who's the guy that's pretending to be Paul?
Yeah.
Right? Well, this replacement Paul, while trying to keep up the song, he has guilt. He has guilt about obviously taking this man's place. He feels very out of place in the band because he's an imposter to their dead friend.
Yeah, he's just not even who he says he is. Like, anyone would feel strange about that after a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, while trying to keep up the Paul facade, he writes the song Gratitude. There's a song called Gratitude. It's a Paul McCartney quote-unquote song. So really it's Paul. So it's not a Beatles song.
Right. It's a solo song.
The song is called Gratitude. The lyrics are very repetitive and simple. It goes, "Loved by you, show my gratitude, gratitude."
Yeah.
But
Let me
when
guess.
you play it in reverse.
Yeah, you're playing it in reverse.
He says, here's the bombshell. "Who is this now? Who is this now? Who is this now?
Hey!
I was..."
No way.
He says, "I was Willie Campbell."
Who's that?
He just dropped his name. He couldn't
That's
stand
Holy
living
crap.
a lie. He was like, I have to drop a hint somewhere about my real name, who I really was, what my real life was.
Am. Oh my god.
Willie Campbell. His
That's
name
insane.
was William Campbell, and he had plastic surgery to look more like Paul McCartney. And a picture of him actually exists before he turned his life to be the Paul McCartney replacement.
There's an actual evidence that this William.
Yeah, there's a photograph.
Person.
You can probably Google it. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah. What's the name?
William Campbell. You look up William Campbell Faul or William Campbell Paul McCartney. Campbell. Yes.
Campbell. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a picture of him exists. It's like a yearbook type photo. But yeah. Anyway, so he got plastic surgery, and that photo is before his plastic surgery. So
It's kind of insane.
But of course, getting plastic surgery isn't always perfect. You can never replicate somebody's face exactly, even if you did look really similar before.
Yeah.
So they do have small differences. The real Paul McCartney and Faul, they really truly do. If you
God, what are the differences?
If you look very closely at comparison images, you can tell things like the shape of their ears is different. The shape of their nose is a little different.
Oh.
And even their heights are a little different.
Not the heights.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right.
Because
and the biggest one of all, which often goes undetected because a lot of photos from back then are in black and white.
Right.
Is Paul McCartney, the real Paul.
Uh-huh.
His eyes were brown.
Uh-huh.
And Faul, this fake Paul, his eyes are green. Real.
What?
Very real. Yes.
Wait, so that's like almost completely different.
Right. It's not
brown and green, unless it's like hazel.
Yeah, no, it's not like Paul McCartney's eyes would be hazel at all. Ignore that. That's not a real color.
Right. It doesn't exist. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. That's what I thought. But yeah, no, they really do have differences, and you can notice them.
Wow.
Now, this fake Paul, John did not get along with him. He really despised him. He hated this idea of this man impersonating his dead friend.
Yeah.
He made this very infamous character called the Walrus. Like, I am the Walrus, goo goo gajoob.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the Walrus is actually a reference to Lewis Carroll's poem, The Walrus and the Carpenter. Now, you might be familiar with The Walrus and the Carpenter if you've watched the Alice in Wonderland animated movie, because Lewis Carroll is the same man that also wrote the Alice in Wonderland books.
Oh!
And in Disney's animated Alice in Wonderland, there's a little small Walrus and the Carpenter skit. And if you are familiar with that, then you do know the premise is basically a walrus and the carpenter go to the beach. And they're very hungry and sad because they've been walking for a very long time.
Yeah.
And they find some oysters. And the walrus and the walrus is like, here, let's get the oysters, let's trick them, and then we'll eat them, right? So he's talking to the oysters. He tricks the oysters into coming up onto the shore, into their little house.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay, oysters, we're about to eat a meal together. The walrus and the carpenter say this.
Mm-hmm.
And then the walrus is like, oh, hey, carpenter, can you go fetch us some bread? And then the carpenter goes and gets bread, and when he comes back, the walrus ate all the oysters without him.
That's rude.
So obviously, yep, very rude. So obviously, the walrus is a character in which his main qualities are deceit and lies. He lied to the oysters, and he even lied to his best friend, the carpenter. He's an imposter of sorts, you could say.
Yeah.
So now John, making this character that is a reference to the walrus and the carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
The walrus is an imposter. Think about that.
Oh my god.
Now, to drive home the point a bit more, in the song Glass Onion, John wrote, I told you about the walrus and me, man. You know we're as close as can be, man. Well, here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul. He literally says it right there.
Oh my god! They really be dropping hints left and right.
Yep.
As Kay says, if you look at this picture and compare it to this picture, then you play this song backwards, and then when you decode the background, and then
yes,
the truth gets revealed.
It's all evidence.
Oh my god!
But yeah, then there's also a lot of other things, like in the Lonely Hearts, in the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club album, they mention Billy Shears a couple times. Like, why are they mentioning a random man named Billy Shears?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's like, Faul, the fake Paul, his real name is William. Billy is short for William. Billy Shears is probably like a nickname.
Oh.
They're really hinting at it right there all the time.
Yeah.
And what's even worse is in 1933, when this Faul is, very aged, he's the fake Paul, still pretending to be Paul McCartney to this day.
Right.
In 1933, he released a live album called Paul is Live, which is very offensive to the Paul is Dead community. Paul is Live. But the thing is, the cover is a spoof of Abbey Road. It's Paul and his dog photoshopped onto the Abbey Road crosswalk.
Oh.
So that's obviously a very famous cover indicative of Paul being dead. And there he goes, calling it Paul is Live.
Oh.
Taunting, even, if you will.
Yeah.
So yes, that is the Paul is dead theory.
That was crazy. There's literally like so much there.
Yes.
A ton.
Yes.
That's crazy. Like, I knew there was like some stuff about that before, but I didn't know like the full extent of everything that there was.
Oh yeah.
Really, really, really wild.
Yep,
Alright.
The truth is always just under our noses.
The truth is always just like under our noses, just like how it is with the baby zombies, like how it is with the Beatles songs. It's right there all along.
Believe it.
Believe it. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Of course.
All right, it is my turn yet again. Sorry, pause the creepy music for a second. Our next topic is about Doki Doki Literature Club. We're gonna go with normal music for a bit again, until we get to the deeper aspects of this theory. Right. Okay. I hope y'all are ready.
Yes. I'm ready.
Oh wait, let's see where my music's at. Okay.
Doki Doki.
Doki Doki Literature Club, everyone. So, this is also very much due to game theory, so thank you again. Game theorists for cracking everything for me. Your help was very much appreciated.
Yes.
So, we all know about Doki Doki Literature Club, the infamous game that shook the internet several years ago.
Oh,
and
yes.
it's still being talked about to this day, if you will. So, the main theory that comes from this game is that just beyond the fact that Monica is conscious of the fact that she is in a game and is aware that it is a game,
Freaky.
it's not just that. The theory that we have is that the Doki Doki Literature Club members actually aren't just Doki Doki Literature Club members. They come from a different game.
What?
Let's talk about it.
You gotta tell me this.
Yeah, so it all starts with the Yuri path, basically. We all know that Yuri, like, throughout the game, becomes, like, a little bit crazy. Like, just a little bit crazy, not too much. Just a little bit.
just a little unhinged.
Just a little unhinged, like, you know, she ends up, you know, unaliving herself at some point, and it's fine. It's fine. So before she gets to that point, though, she introduces you, the MC, to a book that's called The Portrait of Markov. And when she, like, introduces this book, she's like, Monica, my love. I see we have Monica enthusiasts in chat.
Monica enthusiast in chat.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Yuri is like introducing this book to you, and she's like, this book is like, what do you call it? About these people that like go. Wait, what was it? Here, hold on. I forgot how she introduces it. Hold on, give me a second. Yuri. Hold on, I'm searching it up because I can't remember fully what she says.
I'm just remembering when you played Doki Doki and you got the Yuri route.
Yeah.
that was a time.
That was unintentional. I did not mean to get the Yuri route, but I ended up getting it. Okay, so
yes.
when she introduces the book, she's like, basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escapes from a human experiment prison. Okay.
Well,
we're gonna highlight this portion. Human experiment prison, everyone. Keep that in your heads.
Human experiment prison.
Yeah, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. But then, later on, we're gonna pause the normal music for this and turn on the creepy music yet again.
Oh yeah, let's get that mood.
Later on, when she introduces this book again, like when everything starts going really wacky, she says that the book, she describes the book this way instead. She says, basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. There it is again, everyone. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixating them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler, is how she ends it.
Oh. That's
so,
okay, though.
We're gonna highlight the sentence that says, turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Now, we all know that Yuri, in the game, gets a little bit obsessed with knives.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, and what happens with the knives is that then following the knives, there's usually blood. So in a way, like at some point, I don't know if you guys remember, but the MC at some point is like, oh, the main character in this book kind of reminds me of you, Yuri. What if it's not just like something that reminds the MC of Yuri, but what if Yuri really is one of those people from that book as being involved in human experiments?
Would not surprise me with what Monica can do, I guess.
Yeah, but the thing is, this wasn't Monica's doing.
Wait.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna preface that by saying that Yuri has a connection to that book, but it's not just Yuri. All of them.
Whoa.
So,
do tell.
basically what's happening is that in DDLC Plus, which I didn't play, but if I had played, you guys would know. But basically in DDLC Plus, there's like a variety of things that get introduced in the game. Basically, one of the new introductions is that you get like this whole PC within a PC kind of setup. And throughout the course of the game, as you're playing it, you get like these emails from like random people just talking about something that seems to not be related at all to what's happening in the game. But when you really dig into the files, then you realize, oh, there's something else going on behind the scenes. So these people are actually the ones that created the DD, like once you do a lot of research, once you like really dig in depth into these like files and such, you realize that these people actually created the Doki Doki Literature Club universe. They're the
Bruh.
ones that program it. Because what their goal is, after you like research a little bit more, is that they are creating a simulated universe, i.e. DDLC, like a controlled simulated universe, to figure out if they themselves are in a simulated universe.
Whoa.
So this is the meat of the theory, everyone.
That's like Inception.
I know.
Simulation within simulation.
I know. Isn't it crazy? So,
Insane.
basically, they created DDLC and gave Monica, like in her programming, they gave her like a high level of clearance to see what would happen if someone who was within a simulated universe realized that they were in a simulated universe. So as they observed it, they were like, whoa, there's all of these like crazy things happening. But then they're like, okay, that was just like a small scale operation because that was all kept within like basically the school. So they were like, okay, let's take the basis of that and apply it to something that's a little larger, which they call Project Libitina, which is also mentioned in the Portrait of Markov book that Yuri reads, by the way.
Whoa.
So, Project Libitina usually gets marked by like a third eye type of thing. Because, well, I'll explain a little bit later. I'm skipping around here. But yeah, basically, Project Libitina is that like another simulated universe, and they take the base characters, like the DDLC club members, they take them and they add them to this other simulation. And in this simulation, human experiments are being done. Okay?
Bruh.
Just like the book that Yuri was talking about. And,
no freaking way.
Yeah, and because Monica, like for some reason, I don't remember why, I think it was like as a method of transferring over data and such. But they had like a connection between the DDLC simulated universe and this Project Libitina simulated universe. So, because Monica has a super high level of clearance in the first simulated universe, she's able to access and realize what's happening in the other universe where her friends are like stuck in this like cult thing and being experimented on.
Oh my god.
So, because of that, she starts actually like basically hatching a plan to lure in one of the developers of the simulated universe to start playing the DDLC game. Okay?
What?
And while she's doing that, she ends up creating the MC that you play when you are playing that game.
Oh my god. It's all connected.
Yeah, she creates the MC that it's you that's playing the game, but in reality, when you get further into it, you start realizing that what you thought was just the like when the person who like she lured in thought that they were just like playing this character and stuff like that, but somehow in the process, she and that guy switch places. So basically, Monica possesses this guy's body. And the way you can tell is because in the emails, like usually this guy uses like a lot of like less formal language, like a lot of explanation points, and like says like haha or lol or something like that. I can't remember. But then in the later emails that get sent out, he suddenly like his tone of voice suddenly switches and is more formal, kind of like how Monica speaks like.
Monica do be that way.
So that's like the evidence pointing to that she took over this guy's like body type of thing. And is now trying to help the girls in the other simulation to kind of like break out. But the thing is, the Monica within that universe is just like a nurse. So she doesn't, and she's not given like any high level of clearance. So like Monica is still trying to figure out how to work things out. But while she's trying to do that, I can tell you guys, like, we don't know exactly if she becomes successful in letting them escape. But within that second simulated universe, the reason why we can tell that Yuri is from there, and then if Yuri's from there, then the rest of the girls are from there too. It's because in the Project Libitina files, we gotta like crack some of those files, like if you do certain things with the emails and stuff like that.
Yes.
The like info that we get from those files is basically that the first test subject for what they were trying to do, which was like unlock the third eye. Like this whole cult, this whole human experimentation process is to unlock the third eye, which is basically what they don't realize they're trying, like the people in that simulated universe, they don't realize they're trying to do this, but basically they're trying to get to the same level that the Monica from the other simulated universe got to. But they call that the third eye because they don't really know what they're trying to get to. So, I forgot what the like first subject's name is, but like basically when you compare the first subject's name to Yuri's name, they're like super similar, and she ends up having a lot of like the super like erratic, you know, like heartbeats, like the obsession with like blood and stuff like that, like that like Yuri has.
Wow.
This test subject also has. So like the same symptoms, basically. The same
That's
things.
crazy.
And so that's how you know they're like connected. And then like the other girls, I don't remember. Man, my brain's like fuzzy. I should have like written more of this down. But like, if you guys want to see the full like really creepy extent of it all, please go watch the game theory videos because it's insane, actually. But we do eventually figure out that the other girls are also being tested on, and they're like trapped in that world. And it's just no bueno. Monica's just a nurse, and she can't get them out, but she's trying to by possessing the body of one of the like peoples.
Oh my god.
And yeah, basically that's like supposedly the next game that Team Salvato was working on. Is that other universe, that other simulated universe where there's like human testing going on. And instead of Monica being the evil character in that scenario, she's gonna be the hero trying to help the girlies in that simulation escape.
Escape. Wow, so Monica's not actually that much of a villain after all.
Yeah, plot twist. Monica is actually just trying to help her besties out.
Seriously, a simulated girlie just wants to help her simulated besties
Exactly.
escape.
That are being tortured in another world.
Seriously.
That she knows of.
That she knows of.
Because some people just wanted to discover what would happen if simulated characters went through torture.
Oh my god. That's crazy,
and
though.
discovered that they were in a
connected.
simulation.
Oh my god.
So that's
all connected.
the
dots are
real-
connected.
Yeah, the real deep truth of this. I did not do a super great job of explaining it.
I think you did great.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, because I don't have the details of all like the actual factual evidence. But this is like things that are actually ingrained into the coding of the game. Like if you do certain things with the emails that are sent, if you go into the files of the game, you can figure all of this crap out. So it's real. Actually real.
Confirmed.
Girlies,
Canonically confirmed.
yeah, the girlies are in a simulation. Can you believe it?
I would also be sad if I was in a simulation. I can't blame them.
Right? Like
Yeah.
anyone would be.
Damn.
So like
I get it now.
Danganronpa be like Danganronpa is it's a whole other topic to be spoken about another day. I'm still playing through the third game, by the way, so no spoilers. Still playing through the third game. But yeah, Danganronpa has his own thing going on.
Lots of theories could be made about that, probably.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, DDLC is not just a creepy game where Monica falls in love with you. Besides
It's
the
like-
fact that she falls in love with you, she's also trying to help her besties escape.
Her girl besties. It's a whole crazy universe of its own.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
Lots going on behind the scenes, so there you have it, folks.
There.
There
We now know the
have it.
truth.
Now you know the truth of what's going on, truly going on behind that game. Why Monica be doing what she be doing. So she's just trying to figure out how to break them out, basically.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Alright. So
glad we're here to reveal the truth and the true nature of the world.
yeah, exactly. That's what we're here for. But that was the last conspiracy topic we were going to talk about. Unless, Frogman, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling like we might be able to talk about maybe one more small thing.
Okay. If you're up to it, then I am up to it. So let's do it.
All right. It's a very small topic. It probably won't go on for very long.
Mm-hmm.
But here's a little piece of information that a lot of people might know. So the CIA, they they mass unclassify a lot of documents after a certain time has passed, and they release them to the public.
Yes, that's true. And some people are always like, oh my god, I am in shock.
A lot of it's nothing. A lot of it's just kind of like random stuff that's kind of not important to general public knowledge.
Yeah.
And even a lot of it is sometimes seeming really dumb to be like classified under like a lot of clearance protection and stuff.
Yeah, like some of the ones that I know of, it's like recently, I don't know how it popped up, but recently in my YouTube feed, it was like CIA unlocked, and it was like them talking about super old like disguise techniques that they would do when they were like undercover in the Cold War.
Yeah.
So, like stuff like
But
that.
But yeah, a lot of stuff, it's like, why would you even need to classify that? And as a common joke that people that work in the CIA would say would be like, you could easily classify a ham sandwich, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And
no one must know.
Literally, the ham sandwiches in the CIA headquarters have been classified and then unclassified.
What? That's
So-
weird.
Here, this topic that I would like to share today is about the passive-aggressive email exchanges relating to CIA cafeteria food.
All right, let me switch the conversation. CIA.
Yeah.
Cafeteria food. There we go.
Yes.
Bonus topic, everyone.
Yes. So here I will read to you a couple of these passive-aggressive emails from very serious government officials with important jobs. This is what they be emailing to the
To each other.
Yes, literally.
Sorry, everyone, if you hear my dog, he'd just be barking.
All right. So here's the first one. Feedback. Last week and then again this week, I have talked to numerous cafe employees to inform them that the Pepsi coming out of the regular Pepsi spout is Diet Pepsi. They have the wrong Pepsi tank hooked up to the wrong Pepsi spout. Yet no one has fixed this problem.
Freaking way.
Why has this problem not been fixed? Thanks.
That is a travesty, really. The fact that the Diet Pepsi got mixed up with the regular Pepsi is truly evil.
Yep, even CIA employees don't like Diet Pepsi, so
It's just not as good.
Yep. Okay, here's the next one.
Next
As
email.
of late, there seems to be a shortage of almonds for the breakfast cereals, such as oatmeal, cream of wheat, etc. I'm speaking for myself. There's also typos, which is great. I'm speaking for myself, as well as others.
Not
when
the
I
typos.
kindly request that whoever is responsible for ordering food supplies note the level of usage and increase for the almond purchases and supplies as appropriate. Thank you.
You can't go. That person could not go without, like, about their day without their almonds, man. They needed those almonds badly.
Here is a follow-up.
Not the
about
follow-up.
some salad dressing. Subject: salad dressing. Feedback: finally, you have improved the dressing setup. It is great, in caps. Thank you, in caps.
As per my last email, yeah, exactly.
Alright.
They were super excited about that.
Absolutely. Alright,
very
here's
much.
a long one. Here's a pretty lengthy email about jazz salad.
Jazz salad?
Jazz salad.
Okay.
Subject: jazz salads in the cafeteria. Feedback: hi, I've sent comments about the jazz salads being misadvertised before, but yesterday takes the cake.
Oh.
The jazz salad was supposed to be a Sonoma grape and prosciutto salad. This was advertised on the online menu and
my
on the
God.
sign above the salad. Sometimes they are different. This
Oh?
is one of my favorites, so I stand in line and notice there are no grapes. Grapes are in the title of the salad. I ask about them, and the server pointed to tomatoes. So, to the cherry tomatoes.
This is
Said they were
CIAT
red
right here.
grapes. Said they were red grapes. I said, no, those are tomatoes. So should I get grapes from the salad bar? He didn't really give an option, but I did get grapes from the salad bar, and I did tell the cashier about it. She asked me to write a note. I hope you got the note.
Oh my
I do
God.
not condone putting salad bar items into a jazz salad. I have been known to get a separate container for salad bar items to add to my jazz salad, but felt justified in this case. However, when an item is in the title of the jazz salad, please make an effort to include this item in the actual salad. Thank you.
I don't think this person was aware that sometimes those small tomatoes are called grape tomatoes. So maybe the grapes were supposed to be those ones all along.
That's funny.
Right? Like, it is a thing. Sometimes they're called grape tomatoes. So I think they just shortened it to grape, and this person just assumed that they were supposed to be actual grapes in this jazz salad of theirs.
Jazz salad.
Jazz salad.
It's funny.
It's so funny.
So,
we were literal.
great
That's
to know.
literal tea right there.
Serious tea. It warms my heart to know that important government workers also go through the same grievances that a lot of other people do with petty cafeteria arguments.
Petty cafeteria arguments. You guys heard it here, folks.
Yep.
That was crazy. I hope you guys
Alright.
enjoyed our bonus topic, everyone.
Yes.
But we're out! We have nothing else to talk about! So,
We've run out of truth serum for
we've
the
run
time
out of
being.
truth serum for the time being, you're right! For the time being, we have run out. So, thank you so much, Frogman, for joining me in today's conspiracy talk. How do you feel?
My pleasure, my pleasure.
How do you feel? Do you
I
think
feel
that these
I feel
conspiracy
very
talks were
fulfilled.
good?
I felt like it was great. I feel like I've done the world a service today.
Honestly, me too. We talked about Bluey, the truth behind a lot of children's shows, actually, and children's games.
Ah, yes.
And also about the Bigfoot agenda.
Bigfoot's hidden agenda. The
Hidden
Beatles' hidden
agenda.
agenda.
The Beatles' hidden agenda, and the truth behind the Doki Doki Literature Club game.
Yes.
Man, what a wild ride we've had today. Holy crap.
A roller coaster.
A roller coaster, truly. But thank you, everyone who joined today's stream. I appreciate it a lot. This was very, very fun. I think I will kind of turn this into a series where I just talk about some really random conspiracy talks, I don't know, weird fandom crap, just weird things.
Yes, you should. It's very fun.
And we'll invite different guests. I don't know if every time, but I will try to invite guests to these things. And
Yeah.
well, that's it from me, folks. From me and Frogman. Frogman must return to the swamp, and I must return to my forest.
Yes, I must return to the swamp before my amphibian skin dehydrates. Thank
Exactly.
you, Maelo, for having me on in this camp.
Yeah.
I feel very,
Thank you so much.
very great.
Thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Of
This
course.
was very, very fun. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be in the world. And thank you for visiting my forest. Or I guess in this stream, thank you for visiting the swamp. Bye-bye!
Goodbye. Wow, that was